All right, welcome everybody. I did not check the mic today. I have a feeling it is off. It is. Hold with us.
Then you'll get our real sound.
There we go. We just like to show you the quality difference.
We want you to feel the timbre of our voices.
Yep, I have a little bit of vibrato.
Yeah,
yep.
Nice.
So thank you. But welcome, guys. It is Wednesday. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us for Beard Advice Live. I am Dan C. Bearded. This is the mayor, aka Steve. Steve, what do we do on Wednesdays?
All sorts of things. Primarily, we give beard advice, but we have some traditions, some long-standing, rules of the road, maybe.
Yeah.
One of the things is the beverage for the road.
Yes.
Some variation of Mountain Dew. This is our second week in a row that we're just going straight up to good old regular Mountain Dew. We've dabbled with Code Red. We've dabbled with Baja.
Watermelon,
cane sugar, the Christmas version, all of it, and we respect it and like it.
Yep.
But sometimes you just need to go with the traditional. And as our lives, we're picking back into our teaching game. As our lives are busy, we just need Mr. Mountain Dew to be exactly who we need him to be.
Yeah, I've got only a couple weeks left where I'm just teaching and doing this. Water polo's about to kick back up, so I'm gonna be It's gonna be a somewhat shorter season, but I'm gonna make it through. It's gonna be no problem. I'm gonna be excited to be busy.
What can you do ahead of time to kind of get ready for that next hit of your schedule? Is there really anything?
No, nothing. Just kind of take it in the moment, not get down about it. That's my biggest thing. If I worry and look at the schedule too much, that's when I get down about it. So yes. Hey, you got a shout out.
I did. I think
you
that's
are
somebody
amazing.
who knows me from my other life.
Yes, that is
Typically.
awesome.
And hi. Thank you.
Anybody that doesn't know, we are teachers. We do teach together. The mayor teaches middle school science, 8th grade. I teach this year, first time ever in my 11 years, teaching one grade. I teach 7th grade ancient world history. So that's been nice. And we are back in person now a couple days a week. And it's seeming like it's going to be more than that. So we got a lot of transition that's going on. So other than the Mountain Dew, other than the beard advice, we also consume meat products of the dried version or dehydrated version on Wednesdays. We got a few classics tonight. First one, we have some Cajun from Mingy. Mingy, has officially, we have, I think, the top 3 jerkies.
This is a big deal. Yes.
Yep. Tonight is our prize pack.
Yes. Then we've got this is street meat style from Beef Octane. Oh, yeah, I didn't say beard octane. I said beef octane. This is some good stuff. If you haven't tried their stuff, it is amazing, and every bag comes with a toothpick.
There you go. And we have, you're like, what is that? This is the Dearborn Hunter Sausage Hot. Absolutely amazing. Genuinely our 3 favorite brands of jerky. It's going to be a good night.
We're going to celebrate all night.
Yeah, and start the dancing.
We're
pumped. Yep, we are excited. And we have some random giveaways tonight. I do want to say we have one that is another community-sponsored giveaway. This is going to be a gift card from Donald Long. I don't know if he wanted me to fully shout him out, but I'm going to anyway. He won a giveaway, I believe it was last week, and he was like, dude, that's so cool. That's so kind. You guys, he was on our show before. He's like, you guys have helped me out so much. Can I pay it forward and do something? And I was like, let's do something a little bit different. I don't know if we've ever done a community-sponsored meat giveaway. And so what we are doing is we're going to be giving away a $25 gift card to Mingy Jerky. What? It's already purchased. It's already ready to go. So $25, you guys will be able to get a bunch of the meats that we've had on here. And it's tough for me to say, but genuinely, if I could only have one jerky for the rest of my life, it would be Mingy. I love Dearborn. I love Beef Octane. I love several others, but Mingy would be my number one.
And I'm going to say if you do get that gift card or you ever decide to order from Mingy, start at least in your order needs to be original.
Yep.
Okay, because it is amazing. And there are some flavors that lose some of the aspects when you add in the extra flavoring. So if you ever try Mingy, definitely try the original.
Yes, original is so good. You can kind of get used to the texture, the saltiness, the sodium level. And then I recommend hot, Cajun, and bourbon. I actually really enjoy the bourbon as well. That one surprised me a lot. So yes, I love it. Absolutely love it. But guys, we're going to get right into it today. Oh, and we'll do some other some giveaways. I'll probably throw in some decals. Who knows what else we'll make happen tonight. So stay tuned for some random giveaways tonight. And we don't do this every Wednesday just most Wednesdays.
Yeah, it usually winds up that way. And Robert, thanks for the beard compliment. I was having I could not get the mask crease all the way out tonight. I didn't have the time, didn't have the patience.
Okay.
So I feel like I see it, but he gave me compliments, so I appreciate it.
Awesome. Scott, awesome, man. You're welcome. Anytime, man. Yep. I love answering you guys' questions in emails. I love answering the questions in messages. Always here for you guys. I saw somebody else and I didn't have a chance to address it, but they said it was their first time on the channel, I believe, and it was a new beard, and they asked for any advice. Here we go. See, here's another different one. This is my first Wednesday live stream. Curious about what you guys are wearing for masks that don't crease up the beard. Something beard friendly. There's a couple of great options out there. If you guys know a company, go ahead and drop a comment. I actually have a video coming up kind of about beard mask. And one would be the beard tarp from Always Bearded. Another one that people speak very highly of is My Doodle Designs. I know that's a good one. I have a guy that makes mine on Instagram. So if anybody wants his link, I can send you out the stuff on Instagram. But I do think that getting a beard-friendly mask is worth it if you have a beard of any substance.
Hey.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And then there's another one. Again, I'm sorry. I missed somebody in here. Said it was their first night and they had I believe it said they had a 3-month-old beard. Do we have any advice? And you'll see that we kind of give advice as the stream goes on. But Mayor, you're in that world, right? You're there the most recently. Here it is right here. New to the channel. Ed, what's up, Ed? 3 month into beard. Advice? What would you hit them if somebody's came to you and said, hey, man, I'm new?
Big picture is plan on some stages that you're not going to enjoy that much and you're going to notice those things, and just try to leave yourself alone about it. And then plan on, if you're going to wear a short beard or whatever you're going to do, you're going to have to grow past it. But the less you trim it truly is. And I sat here, I'm like the worst. Somebody used to call me Trimmy Trimmerson because when I was starting getting it first time with facial hair, first time with a beard, I would mess with it a lot. I would try to adjust every little thing. You're just not going to get that. But you can go back. If you go long and you want to come back short, you can do that. But patience and just giving yourself a fair shot. And any big decisions take a couple days.
Well said. Now, Philip uses my guy.
It's hot. Isn't this hot?
It's okay.
It's not hotter.
I did Bearded Reaper a couple nights in a row, so I've been trained a little bit.
Yeah, I may have had a little bit when I was like, whoa.
Philip said he used my guy. And all of these things, guys, I don't make any money off of. I've never made a penny off the guy on Instagram, so I'm not funneling you to somebody to make money. Mingy Jerky, never made a penny off of them. The sponsored giveaway tonight is by a community member, actually. So they didn't even throw in the giveaway there. So I would say it's definitely worth it. I love this one here. Let it grow and let it flow. Absolutely.
That's
absolutely
a very concise way of my rambling.
Yeah. So we're going to get into our advice today, guys. We have a lot of people in here. We'll be throwing those giveaways randomly throughout the stream. So just stay tuned to that. The jerky one being the big one, of course. If it is you that is being featured, please type something that says something like, hey, I'm here, and we'll get to that one. And Ed, yeah, biotin's a huge one. My advice for you, Ed, would be to search Dancy Bearded Biotin, and you'll have a couple of videos that will really help you, all right? So if it's you, make a comment. We'll try to highlight you guys, and we're going to get into the advice here, all right?
And we're not professionals, guys, as he's loading that
Thank
up.
you, yep.
We are just two teachers. What we are most proud of is our ability to create a culture or a group or a chat that is positive, and we throw positive comments out. We give our genuine best advice. We can't think of anything, we don't say any. We'll just say that too. But yeah, absolutely. Ultimately, it's up to you what you do with our suggestions.
Yep. And thank you. Somebody asked, do we need to register for the giveaway? The link is in the description, and I'll throw it throughout the chat also randomly. So just take a look for that. All you got to do is sign up once, and then you'll be entered into all the giveaways tonight. So thank you for asking. It is in the chat right now. And yeah, as the mayor said, we're not professionals, but I don't think anybody is, right? I don't think a barber is more qualified than us. I don't think a hairdresser is more qualified than us. I don't think bigger YouTube channels are more qualified than us. It all comes down to preference and experience and perspective. And I think we've got that in bundles, especially when we pair you guys in with the chat.
Yeah, because the chat is their third man on the table.
Yeah, it really is. And woman, some of our best advice comes from Molly, comes from Lori, comes from all the beautiful women that are out there. All right, so we're going to get right into it, guys. We're going to get our first ones going here. And just a reminder, if you are entered in this month, it'll actually be next week. all entries will be entered into a big Detroit Grooming gift card giveaway. And one thing to know, too, is we don't feature everybody every week. We have some people that send in, and just to be honest, we flat out don't have advice for them. They don't have a problem. They don't have like a goal or anything. And if that's the case, we're just going to kind of tell you like, dude, thank you for sending it in. You have a fantastic flex beard. You have a gold beard. You have an awesome beard. We've got absolutely nothing. If we both look at it and we have no idea what to say, then we're going to try to save a spot for somebody else there. And everybody's been respectful and really appreciated that.
If you have, even just having a goal, like having a great beard and saying, what do you guys think about this style for me? We would discuss that because, usually we would fit that in. So there's always ways to frame it in a discussion manner, just got to be strategic with it. All right. This is William. William says, morning, Dan and Mayor. A quick backstory of the beard. I've been trying to grow my freedom beard since 2017, but did not know about oils, butters, etc. I would just keep it trimmed. Last year, my wife, Evelyn, introduced me to the beard world and all these products. That is cool. Sorry, it's really my, I don't know, man. My heat tolerance is way down. All right. Introduced me to the beard world and all these products. After doing my research, she is my supplier. That's when I found your channel and aspired to have a majestic beard like you guys. So now I am just letting it grow. My problem is that at this stage of my beard journey, I'm super insecure about my beard because it is not as full as the other beards out there. And it looks thin. When I use my heated brush, it looks even thinner. It also curls on the sides. So it really makes me wonder if I'm growing this baby right. My routine consists of first whitening beard in the morning during the combing through the bristle brush after I put some butter in. Then, okay, good routine. I work in the butter, similar to the oil. Then I finish with a balm. So this guy's been he has been watching and listening, and he washes it about 2 to 3 times a week. Okay. All
right. So good routine here. He's new. Freedom beard. It sounds like he was either serving the country or worked in a front lines type job. So thank you, my friend, for that. I like this question real quick here. Somebody says new here. Any suggestions on how to keep my 12-inch beard out getting caught in my armpit? I got a 12-inch beard. Just embrace it. It gets caught in my armpit too. If you really want to change, sleep on your back. That's the only advice I could really give you. All right, so let's take a look at William's beard here, man. And that's super cool. He said his wife, after doing some research, introduced him to the beard community.
Right.
Love that. And that's what this is all about.
You wives out there, you guys are influencers.
Yes.
More than anybody.
Right. If you give the go-ahead, man, that's absolutely huge. Okay, so we got William here.
Whoa,
Jason. Hey, man. That's crazy. Just want to drop in, show some love and support, smash the like button, work it tonight. Hey, man, thank you, Jason.
Somebody just threw $100 at our beard party.
Right. And Jason just got officially done with training, got his new job. He's driving for my dad's alma mater, I guess you could say, where my dad worked for 30 years. So, man, dang, Jason, nothing but love. I talk to Jason every single day. Great dude, great family. So that is really cool. Molly says, I just realized I bought Kinsman his first beard oil. Yeah, you guys are the plug. There's no doubt about that. The ladies say, hey, first one's for free.
Seems like somebody should come up with a giveaway that would inspire wives to get more involved with this.
Right. It's a great idea.
I don't know. Maybe next year.
Yeah, love the beard stuff. I don't know. Who knows? Who would ever think of that?
I don't know.
It was us.
Yeah.
It was us. Wolfie, what's up, man? I'm glad to see you back, dude. He has been stepped away for a little bit to handle some business back in the game. My friend, hello. All right. So, William. Mainly, he was kind of saying he felt a little bit insecure. Mm-hmm. Beard wasn't as big as everybody else's, and kind of just getting into the game. Looking at this style, man, I'll hit this one first here, man. Absolutely love the mustache. Love the style of the beard. I really genuinely love what you have going on here. William, hey, Betsy, the better half of the mayor over here, Mrs. Mayor. William, I'm gonna hit you with some advice right now, and I want you to go in with an open mind, and I really think that this could help you for down the road. I think that it is time for a pretty good trim. You've let it grow. You're kind of adjusting, learning as you go, and I think get ready here for the noise. And it's going to seem significant, but trust me, you're going to come back in a few months and be like, dude, thank you so much that you did this. And right here, my friend, see this line, right? We call this the mayor squint test, where if you squint and you see like the solid beard, that's where you want to go. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice. One is going to be right here, right? This trim right along this line right here, okay? For the reason that the beard is going to grow into it even better. Not because it looks bad, not because you have a problem, but your growth is all on the chin right now. If you allow that underbeard, you allow that neck, it's there. It's just not as long. It needs to catch up a little bit. So I'm going to go with a pretty significant trim right here. And what that's going to do is give you a nice, clean, tight look while you're growing it out. So you're going to have the benefit of having an awesome look in the current time, but you're also helping out your future beard. And so I think that's going to be huge. And the second thing I would do is maybe look at kind of fading into like a little haircut over here. I would say think about going shorter on the sides. Leave the top. You got a great head of hair. Leave the top, but maybe go a little bit shorter over here so it's not such a dramatic like boom, boom. And just consider that, the little bit of a shorter look on the side.
So I'm just going to add, I think your questions about heat were right on. I think you're when you come up short, it's not going to be really much of a question anymore. But you want that curliness. You have very dark hair color, and it's definitely just it looks like, it feels like with the heat you're kind of hurrying to get to that long beard, and I think you will get there. But like we always say, you've got let the underbeard kind of thicken up and all that. And when you have a really a dark hair color, you know, it's everything is just like little details. So that's why Dan recommended the trim up, and I think that's great. And I think maybe we need to just get more of a base here.
Yep.
And then you'll be there.
And that's what I'm saying here. We obviously love recommending doing a pick underneath and kind of changing the style. In this situation, I don't think there's enough there for that difference to make.
Yep.
I think this one is requiring a trim. So I do believe that you want to throw a trim in there. And then if you check the chat, my friend, everybody's kind of agreeing on that fade. I think if you faded that haircut right up here, that's really going to accentuate the beard, but also just give you a great look, a great, nice kind of transition from style. Dude, you got style. You got the glasses. You got the mustache. You got everything styling. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a bald fade up here, and then think about that trim right down below.
And, you know, we're not giving up on the long beard.
No, you're setting yourself up.
Yeah, we're letting the underbeard thicken up, and you look like a pretty young guy,
yes,
too. I think you have a young man's kind of growth pattern.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. And Tyler, I agree. It's definitely a great start. Having that ability to have a good looking beard while you're growing it out, while you're setting yourself up, man, so valuable. So valuable. Okay. So you said, I usually do the bald fade, just haven't gone to the barber in a while. Perfect, man. You're already on top of that. Consider making that line. You could easily do this trim yourself, or you could go to a barber, and it'd be pretty simple. And I would be confident that barbers would do well on this one. But if you wanted to do it yourself, you would do really, really well, really easily. And you could go with whatever tool you felt comfortable on this one. It could easily be a scissors trim. I would go buzzers myself, but that's what I'm comfortable with. The mayor would probably go scissors here.
Yeah.
And then just kind of establish that line. The one thing I would say to be a little bit careful on is you don't want to go straight into a point. You want to kind of get a nice little round, little edge here. Or if you do want to go more to a point, go here, square off the bottom, and then back here. But you don't want to come to a V. That's what I would avoid.
If you're going to do the square bottom, I still would highly suggest the scissors, at least for that square, and cut that line in, and then do the clippers for the rest of it.
Square bottom boots with the fur.
I think it was
the whole
apple.
club. Oh,
but an apple shape that's a difficult one.
Oh, yeah. True. Apple shape beard.
Like a little apple beard.
Yep.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. The apple beard, apple bottom beard. All right. But great, man. Hey, thank you for sending in. Shout out to your wife. She's the real one. So awesome. All right. Here we go, guys. Next one.
This is Brad. He says, I've grown facial hair since high school, had goatees, short beards for as long as I can remember. The beginning of 2019, I decided to shave it all off and start from scratch and grow until I didn't like it. I haven't stopped. I can't say that I have any goals other than to make it look cared for and non-rat's nestish.
All right, pause here. Prepare yourself, guys, for a very nice beard. I do remember Brad. I know his beard. Mentally prepare yourself for a large beard here.
Trying to prevent them from going in the wrong direction with your thoughts. Yep.
Mentally prepare. Think while this is going through. And our man William said, I will trim tomorrow. William, send us after pictures, please.
Until recently, I only went to the barber for trims. I started trimming up my cheek lines, and I felt like I've taken them down too far. I'm now committed to not touching them and letting them grow. I've also been trimming the mustache. Up until now, I didn't like having hair in my mouth. I've been working with heat and training it and added mustache wax. I'm committed to letting that grow out longer, and for the first time, I'm feeling more comfortable with it. Finally, last week, I trimmed up my sideburns. They were extremely long. While I like the length of my sideburns, I feel like maybe the length of my hair and the cheek sticks out too much. And I'm not too sure about what to do about it. I'm afraid to start trimming and hacking away at them. Thanks, guys. I'm looking forward to advice on these issues.
Awesome. And Brad is here. Give you a little, I call that a little appetizer down in the chat. You see that little line there? All right. Here is the link to the giveaways, guys. Again, we have Donald Long has sponsored a $25 Mingy gift card giveaway. So super excited about that one. Okay. Let's see the beard here. Boom. So
right.
I know the shock value is there when it starts. You're like, whoa, that is an absolutely awesome beard. He came here for advice and had some specific things. And I do have some advice for him. So I am excited to be able to, because I think we can take this from a legendary beard to like one of the greatest in the world. Because I do think there are a couple little areas that can get adjusted.
Legendary to mythical.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
So first of all, amazing color, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm going to start first because I'm not a short beard guy and I don't have too much to add. You asked some questions about your sideburns. I think it looks, really good. I do see that I think you're on. You're right down that path. The cheeks maybe they could be a little higher, and I think you already said you're into that. Great length, good clean cuts down here and on your sides. I think you're killing it. I like the mustache. Yeah, I know there was I don't remember whose channel it was, but there was like a lazy walrus video I was watching, and that would be something you could go after too. Yeah,
it looks like he is kind of rocking the lazy walrus. So yeah, clearly you have a magnificent gold beard. First and foremost, definitely need to bring those cheek lines up. When you have this much of a beard here, you don't want to go to that hard line. Let that natural kind of swoop happen, and it's going to fill in really nicely for you. You said you were already working on that, so no problem there. Next thing is the sideburns. I know you just trimmed them, but I got 2 bits of advice for you here. First one is I do think a nice bald fade would look really, really good here, right? If you search on the YouTube, Dancy bearded, bald and bearded, you're going to find a video where Matt, no BS, shows you exactly how to fade that. And it's just going to give you a nice little transition right here. Again, that is just a personal preference. You can go either way. Some guys like the Jurassic from here to boom. I'm just not one of those guys. So I would kind of make that subtle adjustment up here where you're going to fade that. And I would start it at about this line right here. For me, if you're fading, this is a little bit too high up. The only time where this really works is if you're wearing glasses and it's right at the line of your glasses, then it kind of looks cool. But I would definitely fade the sideburns. But here's my biggest piece of advice for you. And I think it's just going to take a little bit of styling, but also a little bit of time. And it may be because you just said that you trimmed your sideburns. So if I were to like put my hand kind of over the top of your beard right here, and I see this, you've got the volume, you've got the magnitude of the beard, but it takes on both sides an extreme dip in right here. So like this part and up looks like a short beard, looks like a business beard when you're looking at it straight on. So I would 100% pop this out here. Dan B, I saw your bottom of the beard. I disagree on that one. I think the bottom of his beard is fine. I don't see any transparency there. I think he's growing. That's looking, I think, wonderful on the bottom. I don't see any need there for me personally. But I would start addressing this area. So I would either get heat and start combing upwards to kind of fill this gap right here. You notice you want to kind of have a little symmetrical line that's going to go right here. And that's going to really help out on both sides. And it's just this little indent that's cutting it. And I don't think it's a mask related one because it's too high for that. It's up by your cheek.
You know, he mentioned in it that he really gets kind of conscious of the stick outs on the sides. I think that, you know, he went after it. And I can't believe I've done the same trim, but it almost looks like you've got like a cutoff point. With that mustache the mustache is a little bit trimmed back. And I think let it go, man. Give it a shot. And yeah, you're going to have flyaways. You're always going to have that. A little do some balm if you have to. But, you know, it's just part of the beard life.
Get that volume right here. My friend, this is an area I always battle with. Those things are not fun at all. But if I got rid of them, it's not balanced. It's not matching the beard down here. I want to get, boom, out here. I agree with Funk. He's trimming the sideburns down too far. Less is more. I agree. And I do think Brad said it was his first time just recently trimming his sideburns. So now it's just going to be a matter of letting them grow, but also adjusting your style. You can get a pick. You can get a heated brush. You can start getting that a little bit bigger. And that's going to be really cool because it's going to start to fill out over here at the same time as your cheek line starting to grow back in. So I think the cheek line with the sideburns and a fade up here, dude, that's boom.
Car analogy.
Start getting into some competitions.
Car analogy. You're driving the 21 Corvette. If you guys haven't seen those, they're amazing looking.
I have not.
And all we're doing right now is just recommending a higher PSI in your tires and maybe, you know, some, you know, I don't know, maybe a tune-up.
Yep.
But this is amazing beard. So
yep. Amazing beard.
Man.
But I do feel really, really confident about those adjustments. It's going to really bring out everything. Yeah, kind of as John says right here, the cheek growth will change the entire shape of the face. I agree. I absolutely agree. It's going to be really cool. Nick says he sells the 21 Corvette. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Brad, for sending in, man. That's an awesome beard and a perfect example of having a legendary beard that we can still give advice on, that you can still have a goal. You can still have something that you're working towards. And guys, if anybody's interested in joining for next week, the information is scrolling down on the bottom. Send your email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We would like to have pictures. The mayor calls it the mug shots. You want to explain that?
Mug shots, just left profile, right profile, straight on, and then mug shot plus underbeard, if you can. Because this tells you a lot.
And on the shorter to medium beards, Brad's, that would tell us nothing.
Right.
Yeah, we don't really need that. But when you have
already written in the stars.
when you need the shorter, medium ones, that's going to really do there. But even looking at like a zoomed out version, man, if you get those cheeks and that little sideburn out there, that balance, goodness, man, that is going to be just something absolutely killer. Anthony, and this is true, this is genuine. I don't have any goals. I really just enjoy the journey. I have so many goals in other places of life, and I'm really ferocious about tackling my goals. I don't want beard goals. I want to just like what I'm doing. And if it comes to a point where I don't like what I'm seeing, then I trim and I adjust. It really is as simple as that. It's about what it comes down to.
It's a nice place to be.
Yeah,
You know,
I think so.
You beard guys out there, you know what we're talking about when you're comfortable wearing the beard, your best beard, and just tweaking it.
Yep.
All right, this is Marino. Marino says, been growing my beard for the first time ever since mid-July 2020. That's 7 months now. So far, the only trim I've done is my mustache. My hair is very coarse and curly. I use the mayor's combing and brushing style. I would like to know if I can tame my sideburns without heat. And also if it's time for a trim. If I do need a trim, should I use scissors or machine? How much should I trim as well? Don't trust the barbers by me with beards. So my cheek lines. I started to grow a bit higher 2 weeks ago. Should I let it grow? Elsa's voice. Or just bring it down more. My goal is to keep the length, make it softer and more controlled.
Okay. I'm disappointed with your Elsa's voice.
Can't do that. That's Adina Menzel. I'm not going to even try to front on her.
All right. So Sunbright, hit me with the notes, spark notes. He's growing out. Doesn't want to lose the length.
Wondered about the sides.
Yep.
Just the texture.
He
wants to soften it up.
Yep. I see that. And first and foremost, great base, man. You have a dense beard, some really unique and cool color with that kind of blonde mustache transitioning into some blonde grays in the beard, but having a dark base. Really, really cool looking beard here.
And you can tell that he said he touched the mustache, but nothing else. And you can just tell it's natural, like that fullness.
Yep, 100%. Do you want to kick it off? You want me? Give the rock?
I guess for me, definitely obviously heated brush would be controlled, but that might not work as well with the softener. Yeah. There are so many great companies out there with that we work with. Chesapeake, Beard Octane, who else with a great good washing conditioner kind of combo?
Whiskey and hardtack. Can't see the shirt, but this is a whiskey and hardtack shirt.
And that you will be amazed if you have not used beard conditioner. Most of them call it conditioner. Some companies call it a softener. It's essentially the same thing, right?
Yep,
more or less.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
But it is a game changer. You know how, and then you're using that. I use a conditioner I wash and condition every day. I don't know if we're supposed to, technically a bigger beard guy is not going to do that, but it's up against my face. And I think you're into that same thing. I love like the texture of your beard is unique and awesome. As far as shaping or trimming, I would definitely recommend scissors. You might, I believe you asked about heat on the sides. I use that to little effect for the flyaways, which I think is what you're talking about. You might try a balm after you do that, and if make sure you're spraying water before you use your heated brush, because that will scientifically, the polarization of the hair, you really will it does work better. And then hit it with a balm after, and a boar's hair bristle brush too. But I don't see the flyaways at all. And I just think I don't want you to have my beard, because I think you're growing into I don't want to say better, but you have such a cool shape, like a true, straight up man's beard. I love it. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah. So you have a lot of options here. So first you said, should I use it more often? I think he was talking about the washing conditioner. It depends. Give it a try. It really depends on your beard. There's tons and tons of options. And the only way to find out is through trial and error. Nothing's going to kill your beard by doing any of that. So try using conditioner more. Try washing maybe less. See what you can do. Somebody else threw out in the chat trying a hot oil treatment. That could benefit your beard, because you do have one of those really interesting, unique kind of you don't want to say Brillo pad beards, but Brillo pad beards. I mean, it's different than mine. It's different than the mayor's. It's somewhere between an African-American beard and a dense Italian beard. And so you've got so many options here. Option number one is leave it where it is and rock this kind of style beard. And I don't say this in a bad way whatsoever, but you have a poofy beard. Your beard is not relaxed. It's not straight. It is poofy. Now, the reason why is because one, of the density, and then two, the length. If you grow that puppy out, it's going to become less poofy. And if I kind of got your email correctly, I think what you want to do is get it less poofy. I think you're trying to grow it out. So what we need to do there is a couple of things. One, I think that you need to, mine is very similar. Yeah, and there's a couple of guys, Steve Barbecue and Wood. We had a guy on last week that was very similar. What you need to try is a bunch of different options. Now, I would go with heat first. Did he say what his heat routine was? Was he using any heat in here?
Back of the second paragraph, I think.
Okay, I'm using Mayor's brushing and combing style.
I can tame my sideburns with heat and also
without heat.
Oh, without heat.
Yep, okay. Like to know if I can tame it without heat, and then if it's time for a trim. So this is really important. You have two options. It is either time for a trim or it's time to use heat. If you want to tame the sideburns, those are your only two options. You're not going to do it with balm. You're not going to do it with a brush. You're not going to do it with any kind of change in your routines. With this density, to get these guys contained, you either need to lay them down with heat or it's going to be time to fade them up. So now everybody in the chat saying fade the sideburns, but we got to keep in mind that this is what they look like without any heat. If I were to show you guys my sideburns without heat, you would tell me to trim too. So it really, really, really comes down to what you want to try. My advice would be to get heat on it first. A heated brush or a blow dryer. Again, this is kind of the gamble. You have one of those unique beards and we're not genuinely going to know until you actually use it. But I would try heat first, because if you do a trim, then the heat doesn't matter afterwards. So the heat is the safer bet. See if you can get the results you like. If not, then it is going to be time for a little fade trim here, because you're trying to avoid that kind of round face, that kind of poofy beard. But I got to know what it looks like with heat.
We talk about, if you're looking for a good heated brush, we talk about Kushlebar, Vicacon, and Aberlite.
Yep.
Yes.
And I love all of them. I'm cool with all the companies. I don't make money off any of them. But my everyday right now, it's the one I showed in the video today, is the Aberlite Pro. I've just really fallen in love with that one. It fits my beard well. I think the Kushlebar is the best option for the mayor and his length of beard. What is heat? Heat would be straightening. Literally, it's heat, it's a high temperature.
It's a brush that's plugged in or battery powered, and you have usually some settings, and it heats up, and what it's meant to straighten hair.
Yep, for sure. Don't use too much heat. I think some wave and body is okay in your look.
It's going to be a balance.
Well, and so here's the key thing we got to keep in mind, guys. His goal was to get his beard to lay down a little bit more. So we of course, we can say don't do anything. We like the character, but we always want to cater our advice to their goals, right? And so his advice was he wants to not sacrifice the length, but wants to kind of tidy up the side. So to use the side, you only have those two options. For a beard like this, with this density, we either got to get heat on it or we have to trim. And if you're going bigger, I would hate to see an early trim right now. That would kind of break my heart. So try some heat. He said that he wanted to do a heated brush. I would give it a shot. I think that would be key there. Hey, Josh, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Best live stream out there, Beard Advice. Thank you, guys. Hey, man, thank you. Also, by the way, congratulations on 1,400 today. So huge numbers, doing some big things, man. Awesome. Well, guys, that is a great start there. Again, you can tell these are awesome beards, but we have some things that can be adjusted here and there just with our advice. And hopefully you guys are seeing all the comments in the chat. This is so many awesome ones out there that I can't quite get to. We're not ignoring anybody. We're just kind of keeping the flow, picking some things out here and there. All right, guys, in the chat, you see a link for a giveaway. We're going to start doing some giveaways now. The first one is going to be for a Dancy bearded decal, and it can be for a black or white decal. Let me get this ready here. Black or white Dancy decal. If for whatever reason you don't want it, you wouldn't use a decal, you wouldn't put it on your car or anything, you could just pass or keep it and give it to a friend, something like that. But this is for a decal. So let's see who won this one here. If you do win, guys, just simply say like, yay, or say, I'm here, that's me, something along those lines.
Yippee, skippy.
And we'll get you all taken care of here. So our first winner of a decal, and we still do have a $25 gift card to Mingy Jerky coming up. Keep that in mind. All right. Our first winner, let's see if they are here, is Kenneth A. Gould.
Yeah.
Gould. I've had students and athletes with that, and they've pronounced it
Gold
both ways.
Oh, wow.
I've had a Gold and a Gould. And I think just because Gould might sound a little bit interesting. So, Kenneth, are you there? Let's see where you're at. This is for instantly raises the price of any vehicle $5K. All right, I don't even know what that means, Jake. I think we're missing.
He's saying your sticker.
Oh, the sticker, of course. Yeah, the trade-in value skyrockets.
No, it's $10K.
Yeah, skyrockets. Awesome. Congratulations, Ken. Hey, Ken. Yep. If you can get a hold of me on Instagram, or did he say gold?
He said
gold. Yeah, gold. Yeah,
Gold.
Ken Gold. I think that's what it is. He's laughing at us over there.
Mm-hmm.
Dancy Bearded on Instagram, Dan_command at yahoo.com. If I need to, I will get it. Yeah, I can do that. I will email you to get your information. All I need is your name and your shipping address, and I'll get that decal out to you. And also, would you like a black one or a white one? All right. So congratulations, my friend. I know it's nothing big and crazy, but hey,
it's something.
Who doesn't like to win free stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. Business inquiry. Yep, of course. So anybody that wants to have a question for me, it is down scrolling below. Companies, I do beard reviews. Shocker. I also do beard consultations for companies. I literally have 3 companies a week for the next 4 weeks that are booked. So I do video calls. I help them with their ratios, their ingredients, their marketing plan, their strategies, their names of scents, their laws. Some companies just need help understanding the FDA and labeling and all that stuff. So yeah, man, anybody wants to reach out, Dancy Bearded on Instagram, Dan_at yahoo.com. I'm helping more and more companies, from literally my main company that I work with did over $5 million of revenue last year, to companies that haven't even started yet. So kind of covered the entire board there. Never mind. I see it. Okay. You got it. Cool. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And hey, if you guys have not, please hit a thumbs up and like the video.
Thank you.
These ones stay up, and I do think people search for these. I do think it helps out some new beardsmen. So who knows? Maybe somebody will relate in the future.
Check out the old ones. If you haven't seen somebody with your question, you don't feel like asking it, or whatever your story is, maybe you're just intimidated by my deep blue eyes. Whatever it is, just kidding. You'll find them in the old stories. There, and we're gonna eventually do where are they now show, where we'll bring in and we'll just kind of highlight some of our biggest stories.
Yeah, as long as we get a lull, because we're getting 20 people a week. So
that's true.
So this is a Mingy hat, guys. A couple people said, I like your hat. Can we get a close up of the hat? Yep, this is Mingy. And again, we're going to do a $25 gift card giveaway to this company tonight.
So Shane asked about what guard I use. Shane, I do not actually use a guard. I am straight up scissors. I did try like guards and clipper cuts, but just with for me and my fumble fingers, my fat hands and whatever, I'm better off with scissors because it cuts less straight up. It takes longer, but it does less damage.
Yeah, it's more controlled. And the mayor keeps a very tight line on his beard, and scissors work really well for that. Really, really well for that. Oh, this is cool point too. It's worth watching old episodes to see the mayor's progress. That's cool. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I agree. All right, so Daniel, I did see your email. I will get back to you. I promise you know that. I just didn't have a chance today. It's in a busy time. What do you think of a ducktail style of beard? Love it, man. Unique, purposeful. As long as it looks like you have purpose, I'm cool with it. I'm really cool with it. What's up, Jay Cruz? Staying healthy over there, hitting the gym goals. I love it, my friend. All right, let's pop back into it, guys. And again, we will randomly throw in that beef jerky giveaway, so just be ready. Okay.
Be ready.
Beef ready.
All right, this is Antonio. Antonio says, I'm having trouble growing on the cheeks and in my chin area. Any tips?
Beautiful.
All right.
I think we only have one from Antonio.
Yeah,
right.
I kind of put them all on the same slide there.
No, I like it.
Cheek, first of all, I don't see any trouble. I mean, I see natural growth pattern on the sides. I think you just got to, that's going to be the thinnest part of a lot of guys' beards. We've already talked to some tonight. Same issue. They're just like, why I have this dense, thick beard down here? Why can't these guys just get along? Well, eventually they will. You just got to leave them alone. But they are there's less of them. You got to let them curl up, just give it time. And then for the chin, this is a hard
hit him real quick
thing.
here.
Sure.
So, Antonio, if it's sent recently, we probably didn't get in time to make an adjustment. If you have a comment you want to add, throw it in the chat and we'll adjust as we go through. So throw something in the chat because we're not able to check back on the email right now. So the mayor's going to keep going, but please type up a comment and we'll see what we can say.
For your chin, from me, I would just say that I think you have an amazing beard, and these guys are going to grow slowly, and eventually, if you want to trim, you can't touch them. You got to let them get awkward and weird for a while before they're going to finally lay down. And even then, you may have some coverage, but are not complete coverage. But nobody's noticing that. You are, but that's how we are. We're our worst critics for sure. So I think you have a great, excellent beard.
Yep. I would say a couple of things, just little tiny ones here. One is if you're trying to maintain the style you're at, I would just make sure you're being purposeful about keeping that neck cleaned up, right? I would keep that neck over here just a little bit tighter. You don't have to shave it, but get something like a Brio Zero Gap and really keep that nice and clean. Just because you have such a clean, nice looking style, right? Your haircut is obviously a professional haircut. That looks really good. Got a nice fade on the sideburns. Looks really good. I think your cheek line is fantastic. I love that it's kind of a little waterfall fade that goes in there. So I would clean up the neckline. Just make sure you're purposeful with that. And I know everyone goes days without it. I do. I have my sides will be off and different stuff. But I also would consider just really whatever you're doing on those chin, just kind of make sure that's nice and straight there. This is sorry about that. This is the perfect situation for kind of the mayor's routine to keep the chin nice and straight with a heated comb or heated brush, and you're gonna do great, man. You're styling. All those insecurities come naturally with having a beard, with having a newer beard, dude. You're rocking it, man. Truly have no worries.
You see that guy in the car next to you, and you're like,
nice beard,
dude.
Yep,
yeah, nice,
nice beard. Right, you are in the level where people think, hey, that's a bearded dude. Yeah, that is an absolute bearded dude there.
Who rescued the cat from the tree? It was the guy with the beard.
Right. I would say dye it or bring the cheek line down just a little bit. So I would never, ever recommend dyeing. I know some people do, and I know some people have their reasons for it. The main reason is I've not found a beard dye that is healthy for the beard or that lasts. There are some beard dyes that are okay, but they're not going to last any amount of time, right? Henna is an option, but that doesn't last any amount of time. So the problem with that is you have to keep it up. I'm big on right. If you guys saw my mustache video today, one of the reasons I keep my mustache the way I do is because I don't want it to keep adjusting my mustache. So that would be my problem. I actually did dye. Okay, interesting. So I would say let it go. Let's see kind of what happens there. But yeah, you're doing good, man. Just think about cleaning up that neck a little bit, keeping it tidy.
Trying to. This is Andre. Andre says trying to grow that scuba beard. Should I just let it grow and not trim it all, or they're just maintenance trims here and there?
So I don't know if everybody saw Scuba's video this week, and there's been the age-old debate, the age-old battle of me and Scuba with trims and how you should trim and then how you prepare for your trim. Did you see his video this week?
I did.
You saw what he did?
His little
he butchered his beard. And it was because of his style of trimming. So, guys, I'm telling you, even if you want a shoulder, he did. He adjusted, but that would haunt me for months. I would see it every day. He had to play it cool on camera, but I would see it every single day. So, hey, I'm warning you guys, don't do a scuba trim yourself. You can trim a beard like that, but I would go to a barber and do that. So that would be that would be my advice there.
And he did. He had some nice things to say,
a
little through,
Oh, yeah.
To the teacher.
Yeah, and me and Scuba are really, really good buddies. We talk every day. He was my first FaceTime call of my life, so that was cool. So should I let it grow and not trim it all? At all, just maintenance trims here and there? All right, so he wants the Scuba beard. Okay, and we're going here.
All right.
So what do you think here, man?
The texture of his hair is different than the texture of Scuba's hair.
Yeah.
This is a little curlier. I truly, I like it like this. To be honest, I don't know. I mean, you could, but how do we even get to you'd have to, he's got a very flat cheek line. And part of the Scuba look is a little bit of a volume there.
Yeah.
I don't know how we get there. It just would be time for quite a while.
Yeah.
6 months, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. So your advice was about trying to get to that beard. Dude, I think you have an iconic beard where it's at right now. I would try to maintain the beard how you have it. The colors,
I love this.
Yeah, fantastic.
Cool. Super cool.
The shape is really nice. You keep it really tight and clean. I, in the mirror, feel like, hey, leave it where it's at. But you really can't go wrong. Steve Funk Daddy, very experienced, very, very knowledgeable guy, says let it grow 2 inches and then trim back. You could have one there. I agree. This reminds me more of Matt's beard than Scuba's beard, and I think that's a good one to have. So we have some people saying, Def, keep on rocking that style. So it's, man, going for the length. I think that it looks great, and going for the length would be the best bet. All right. So it seems pretty split here, which anytime it's split on advice, that means you have good options. Like you have some really good things that are out there. So Andre, you're just going to have to think about what you're comfortable with. I do think if you're going to grow another 2 inches, you're going to go through a much more awkward phase than where you keep it right now. So you'd have to be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You'd have to see that goal in mind and see it through, because it's not going to be perfect as you grow 2 more inches. It's just not. But I do believe that once you got there, the mayor, like he said, it's just going to take some time. It just really depends on what you are, what you're comfortable with. But for me, I think you maintain where you're at. That's a wonderful looking beard. Really, really wonderful looking beard. And I can't tell with your neckline if we're just being honest, I can't tell if there's going to be more meat there. I don't know if the backing will be there for that full beard, but I guess that would be one of those things you don't know until you try. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, a lot of people are saying it looks great. A lot of people are saying you can grow it out.
Yeah. I think, like Funk Daddy said, like an inch or two more, and look at that straight line and see how you feel about it, or cut it in then, or leave it alone. But yeah, if you want to go anywhere near scuba stuff, you got a couple months of growing to get a feel for it. Then you'll be in like a little bit of weird, awkward phase, and you look like a guy that likes to keep it tight anyway. So that might be a big ask, but that's up to you on your goal. Yep. And then kind of everybody's saying, Bill's saying, leave it, grow it, can't go wrong. Some guys are saying, I like the style now. I don't think the scuba beard would look good on you. You got options, man. Cool. Thanks, fellas. Absolutely. Hey, that looks familiar. Yeah.
Very cool.
I got a good picture. I can't blame you after that.
Right. Oops, let me not do that one there. Okay. And I'm going to throw the link for the giveaways in the chat again, guys, here. So enter once and you're good all night long. Hey, Golden Boy, it's been a little while. Hey, Dan, I'm going to send you update beard for next week's beard advice. Sounds good. We'll take a look at it. Thank you. Hey, Chris. All right, let's see our next one here.
All right.
If you're in here, leave a comment.
Yes.
We couldn't get your name. We wrote,
Maybe JC. We'll call you till you.
Yeah, JC. I like that.
All right. I'm new to the whole beard game. I love listening to you on YouTube. I'm growing out this magnificent man-made onomatopoeia. Well, no, that's not. That's alliteration. Magnificent man mane since the end of October, without any real trimming except when I go to the barber. All I have trimmed is the sideburns tapered to flow into the fade. For products, I use oil and balm in the morning and oil and butter at night. On some of the really cold, windy northeast days, I add some more oil.
Okay.
The only real concern is that the left side seems thinner than the right. Also, if you have any additional advice for us over the road truckers, how to keep it up when working and daily showers are not always possible.
There you go. Okay. And again, if you're in here, my friend, make sure you throw a comment so we can get the name there. All right. So do we have 2 here? Yep. Okay. So he wants advice for being a trucker that's not able to shower every day. Okay. He feels that his left side seems thinner than the right. Okay. We'll take a look here. All right. On the sides. All right. So I'm assuming that this is the thicker side and that this is the thinner side over here. JC, my first bit of advice would be to search Dancy bearded uneven beard growth, and it's going to go through everything that you have. So let's think about this. Okay. So he's driving. He believes that his left side is thinner than the right.
Yeah.
So JC, your problem is you're a truck driver. So your left side, when you are driving, is facing the window.
Getting the sun.
You're getting the sun. You're getting the UV rays, most importantly. If you're able to somehow get a guard over the window, I don't know, like what's
UV film or
something, a UV film. I don't know what those possibilities are, but I can promise you 100% that your beard is thinner on the left side because of those UV rays of being a trucker. That just simply happens. There's nothing you can do about it. Tint the window, get a UV filter over there because that is what's happening.
Young man, do you know why I pulled you over? No, not at all. Illegal tint on your windshield. Oh, well, let me explain to you, officer. I'm sure he would understand.
Right. Right.
All for the sake of the beard.
Yep. So usually uneven beard growth has to do with sleeping patterns, has to do with the way that you're grooming on your dominant hand. There's a couple of different ideas and reasons it could be. But for you, it is absolutely a truck driver. That is what is causing that. Make the adjustments where you can. Other than that, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't trim differently. I wouldn't style differently with it. No advice there at all. As far as the showers go, right, he's not able to shower every day. My advice would be to use the sink. When you're able to use the sink, if you want to wash your beard, wash your beard. Right now, I'm doing at least 2 to 3 rinse days a week. Try to get in as many rinse days as you can. But using a sink is going to be just fine for washing a beard. The mayor in your video for your routine used the sink. So whenever you can use the sink, that'd be my main advice there. Mary, you have anything for him on the beard advice side for styling, for anything like that?
He has a similar growth. Like I feel like the coloring, similar growth patterns to what I've got.
Yeah, I agree.
Really good full under the lip.
Yep.
I think just you could maybe even out with some scissors, gently even out like the front, but that might just be the angle on the picture too. I wouldn't do too much at all. I like the mustache, keep training that mustache, getting the comb right through it and bringing that guy down. That could be something you could do with one hand while you're driving with the other. Other than that, just keep going. It looks great. I don't know. How excellent beard.
Yep, and I loved those questions. Matt says, that's interesting. I drive a lot for work, and I thought my left side was thinner as well. Hey, you're welcome. Guys, I can't stress this enough. I have a plethora of old videos that don't get any love because my channel was much smaller back then. If you ever have free time, just scroll through and see if something strikes your fancy. Oftentimes, there's like bits of information that don't have to do with the title. I used to not be good at making real concise videos. I would usually pack in like 5 videos into one, and I've kind of figured out it's better to kind of narrow it in. But that one is one of my favorites, is Dancy bearded uneven beard growth. So just something to check out there. And quick question here from Chris. Dan, are different scents from whiskey and hardtack completely different oils? Not at all. You said the Ravager and Gambling Man feel different. It's more likely having to do with you than the oil. They shouldn't be different at all. I've been using whiskey and hardtack for like 1.5 years with, I think I literally have every scent they have. The base should be exactly the same. Normally when something feels different, it's your water level, it's the seasonal change. It's something outside of those oils.
Yeah. Her carrier blend is going to be the same.
Yeah.
Right. So
yep.
You know, that's totally true though. Like you can remember and romanticize your last oil, and
right,
and then you don't have it anymore, and you're trying to get back to that moment, and
yep,
you can never quite go back.
Jim, that's a great solution too. JC, if you want to move to Europe or Australia, you can drive on the other side of the road.
6 months a year. Yeah.
There we go. It'll switch it. It'll even better if you want to switch month by month, then you're good to go. I mean, you might have a little like jet lag, a little bit of adjustment to a schedule.
Get a European truck with the wheel, you know.
Is that even legal?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It probably isn't because you don't see it much.
Yeah, I know the mailman and mail woman does that. I watch little videos when I can. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's hit this next one here. I'll throw in the link to the giveaway a second. At about probably 10, 15, probably about 10, 15, we'll do that jerky giveaway just so everybody's kind of aware and ready to go. Do beards grow upwards in Australia? They do. They're upside, just like the toilet flushes the other way.
Yep.
Yeah, they grow towards the eyeball.
This is Craig. Craig says, I've been growing my first beard for about 4 months. I have been letting my neck grow for the last month, looking for advice and cleaning up my sides and necklines. Beard goal 8 inches or so. I'm at almost 4 right now.
Okay.
It's
8 inches
a month.
Yeah. That's okay. Beard goal is 8 inches. How long? He's been growing it for? Wow. Yeah, that's really good growth. If that's accurate, there, really good growth. Awesome. Okay. This looks like the mayor's beard. He's been following you. Doesn't that look like your beard?
It does.
That looks just like your beard. So
and therefore excellent.
He said it, not me. I've been letting my neckline grow for the last month. I'm cleaning up my side and my neckline. I think this is the perfect picture to kind of encapsulate both of that. So what you got for him, Mayor?
Well, I think there is a little room for that wedge. I actually just did this, and I don't even think I told Dan about it, but I did get the Brio out, and I put the zero gap, which is zero gap just means there's really like no, it's going to leave as little hair as possible. It's a very thin margin, and just kind of came in. I have this mirror set that I hang on the back of the closet, and it gives you 2 sides as well. And then you actually have to look that way to do this side and that way to this side. But it is, I just used the Brio and I went slowly and I kind of just cleaned it up because we had recommended a couple weeks before, same kind of thing. And it was just a huge difference. I kind of felt guilty when I was looking at my edges. I'm like, how can I give advice when my edges are all fluffy? So I would say that I love your jut of your, you've done a good job. Like this little part right here, especially in the maskdemic that we're having right now, you've done a great job with that. Great. I don't know if you're using boar's hair bristle, but good smoothing. You guys, they're out there that get the flyaways. This is a great example of how to do that. I don't know. That's about it. I was just saying, yeah, get the Brio in there. Don't touch the neckline. It looks like you maybe did a little bit at one point. I think leave it alone.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Leave the neckline alone. And I would just clean up this. I wouldn't consider this a part of the neckline because you're never going to have a beard right here. So I would get as low of a trimmer as you can and start to get down right here. And yeah, the way that you fade everything looks really, really nice. You got it super clean. And your advice, normally we would say to this beard, hey, thank you for sending in, but it looks great. You look really, really good here. I would just, clean up the side. It's as simple as a trimmer. That's something you can do legitimately every other day with ease. You can't mess it up. It doesn't take a long time. It's literally just seconds. You got a great beard, and you're setting yourself up for success for 8 inches as long as you leave this neckline alone. Don't touch the neckline, and you should be good to go.
And Jimbo mentioned, I'm with you though on the mustache. You could try a little bit longer, a little bit thicker if you can stand it, because you got such a great thick beard. It really will make it pop even further, but it looks amazing already.
Yep. So here's a great question, Big Duke. The whole time I've been wrestling with this in my brain. So you're right on the same page that I am. So he says straight down from the ear to take out that back beard. Dude, Duke, so here's my thought process that I'd been, as the whole time the mayor was going, I'm agreeing with him. And then I'm thinking right here, this would be considered something that we would call a back beard, right? It's coming back beyond the ear. The issue with that, if you take this down, right, he has a very dark and a very dense beard. He would have to maintain that on a daily basis. Yeah. This is a Brio trim, no problem. This would have to be a razor. To keep this clean and keep this looking nice, it would have to be a razor. I agree. The ideal shape is right here. That is the perfect shape. You can almost see the wave, just getting rid of that little corner. It really, Craig, is going to come down to your comfort level on how much you want to maintain on a daily basis. If this was me, I love taking care of my beard. I don't like shaving. I would leave this alone because I don't think the difference enough is for shaving.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get enough bang for your buck, but I agree. I see that.
Yep. So
I think
great.
I debate the same thing for myself sometimes.
Yep. Great comment. If it's a doubt, leave it. Let me say that again. If you have a doubt, leave it. Okay. So yeah, and you might be able to, a foil trimmer might be enough, but man, that hair is really dark. I have a feeling that the root and the base of it's going to come in really, really dark as well. So I would, if it was me personally, I'm leaving it alone. But if you wanted the most picture perfect, the most immaculate beard, I would chop this off just a little bit right there. Just a little bit right there. So completely with what you're comfortable in. Yep. When in doubt, grow it out.
Great beard.
Yep. Absolutely great beard. As everybody does.
This is Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Okay. All right. My name is Faye Goodall.
Oh, yeah.
And this is my entry into your competition to win the Detroit grooming products for my husband, Joey. He's always had, we're excited because this is our first kind of wife,
Explain this. What's going on this month?
Along in a partnership with Detroit Grooming, we are kind of just trying to challenge and get our wives, our moms out there to kind of look and get a little vested interest into our beards.
We wanted to stretch our market.
So we want to, just to challenge people and kind of phase this. Detroit Grooming went with us, and we kind of just phasing in like this idea of, it doesn't just have to be the guy who's asking the questions. Maybe it's a conversation, because the wife that buys you beard products and gets into it, I mean, that's a keeper right there for sure. So we're just we love to see that Joey has been submitted by his wife. He says he has always had facial hair, but has never gone more than a month without a trim. And in the 12 years I've known him, I've only ever seen him clean shaven twice. I didn't like it. He started to grow his beard in October as a challenge set by me to not have to shave until our second child is born. The 30th of April is the due date. Congratulations. However, with how much he obsesses over his beard and how many of your videos he watches, I think it will be sticking around for much longer. The small problems Joe gets with his beard are things such as a dip around the jawline. However, he's told me, and he's spoken to Dancy and Steve about this and what heated brush to try. The other problem is being in the UK, finding good, reputable beard brands like Detroit Grooming is difficult. He hasn't trimmed his beard since October and doesn't want to until the baby comes. Please enjoy. Pictures attached, as he left pretty awkward taking them for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sending in for your husband. Sounds like it's awesome. Congratulations on your upcoming child. Very exciting. So fantastic beard here.
Yeah.
We were super pumped to have a wife send in and had some specific things. So we weren't going to turn away a wife that was sending somebody in here, even though this is kind of in the territory of, hey man, you got a model beard. We don't have much. So I know she pointed out a couple of things.
The dip in the jawline.
Okay.
And then just the problem of finding brands in
okay.
UK.
Okay. All right. So the dip in the jawline, where he's talking about here, he seems to be tearing it up super, super well. Now, he said that he isn't trimming it until the baby comes. I will be interested, and my advice would be to keep an eye on this neckline, right? If you're going longer and it covers the neckline, you're going to be good. If not, I would look at adjusting that neckline. And the other thing that I would suggest taking a look at would be this mustache here. So if you look at this shot up here, check out the nostrils. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. And you have the little swooping guy right here. But here's my biggest piece of advice for you, Joey. The center of your mustache is much more prominent than the sides right here because of the way that you're styling it. We got to get these guys to swoop off to the side with the rest of the mustache so it doesn't look like you have a big block right here and then a whoop-de-whoop, which I love the whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah.
But even over here, hopefully you guys can see on your end, it is much thinner on the sides than in the middle. Sometimes that's from trimming because it's really hard. And I don't know if you guys experience this, but if you try to trim your mustache with a guard, getting up under the nose is really difficult because it stops it. It's like, boom, boom. You got to find a different way to trim it. I literally would watch my video today, Joey, of the lazy walrus, and I would get a heated brush on the middle of the hair, swoop out. Heated brush on the middle here, swoop out.
I like that tip you gave about using your tongue as a support to do those trims.
Yes.
And I'm a scissors guy on the mustache personally because it goes slower, but that was a really smart idea.
I don't know why. I don't know how I came up with it. It just makes a big difference there. So that I would 100% get that going out to the side, man, and you're rocking it. Other than that, of course, dude, this is a ridiculous beard. His wife said she's seen him shaven twice and she didn't like it. Why would you like it with a beard like that, man?
You guys that mess with your cheek lines, that's what you shouldn't. This is why you don't.
Yep.
Because you can just see the curve in.
Yep.
The only thing I'm going to add is a couple things I've been trying out. Like it's weird, but I've been trying out for getting rid of this dip. Literally like pulling them out and using the straightener, because you're not going to burn your finger with the straightener I have. It's the heat is up at the top, so you. And that has helped as well. You know, we always have the brush out to the side and then bring it down. But getting heat on that dip itself right in the beard can help, using a little water ahead of time too, a little spray, and just working with it and figuring out what works for you. Like I literally said at the beginning of the show, I felt like I didn't get my dip out in time, like from my mask today at work.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, we talked about you earlier. No big deal. You'll have to go back and see what we said. Just kidding. Chris, man, that's a super kind comment. Thank you. Said, dang, boys, we're knocking them down tonight. Love the increase in advice examples. Yeah, the last few weeks we've had a ton, which is, man, we love it. It makes us feel like, yeah, we're adding something in. And he says it's a reflection of how respectful and supportive the community is. Couldn't agree more. Because it takes, and we say this every week, but it's true. It takes a lot to put yourself out there. You have
just straight up
200 strangers that are going to be able to critique your beard, to have the trust that they're not going to bash me, that they're not going to put me down, they're not going to make me feel bad. That's what we wanted to create from day one. That is exactly what we wanted to create. So yeah, it's awesome. All right.
This is Tyler. Tyler says, I want to start off by thanking all of you for your support and motivation to keep me growing my beard. When I started, my beard was very patchy, and I ended up shaving it off a few times until I finally decided to keep growing, even though it didn't look good. I let it grow for a year, and eventually the patches started to disappear. The only issue is my weak cheek hair growth, which I became more insecure about as my beard grew thicker and longer. For a while, I tried trimming at the chin and while leaving the cheeks and sides to grow longer, but that didn't look great either. Eventually, I accepted the fact that my cheeks just won't grow hair well, even if I yelled at them in the mirror. I decided to take my longer hairs and comb them forward instead of down, almost like a beard comb over. You can see the beard comb over in the first two pictures. This worked great for a while, but a few months passed, my beard got longer and it didn't look right, and there was no good way to trim it. My wife became increasingly annoyed as I started to look like Tom Hanks from Castaway. I decided to go to the barber and see what he could do. The next two pictures are the results. He removed my precious beard comb over, but the fade makes it look a little more natural, even though the cheeks are obviously weak.
Okay.
I have a huge dip I need to get rid of, but I'm confident in my beard for the first time in a while. Still looking for advice if there's any way to improve the look. I learned anything from my beard journey that could be helpful to those who have patchy beards. It would be to keep pushing forward and keep growing it through the awkward stage. I'm glad I finally did.
Awesome. And Tyler's here. Thank you, Tyler. All right.
So I don't know if we had every picture in, but we put some of the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right.
So this looks like it was before,
Mm-hmm.
and then now with the much more filled in cheeks. And this is super cool because he was saying that he had a patchy beard, he had a thinner beard, and he wanted something that was going to come in a little bit more. He was patient with it, and I think it's just cool to show that progress. It's just kind of cool to show the story that he had something that went from where he wasn't happy with it to now to where he really enjoys it.
Yeah. Love that. Every beard guy loves their profile, like the side?
Yeah, the side beard's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yep. So absolutely fantastic. So as far as advice goes on this one, I don't have anything. I don't know what you have here. I just thought it was a cool story to show how it was.
Yeah, that's because this is everybody that's in there, including the three people we've talked to today about it. Beards grow, different areas grow at different speeds, and this is kind of just I thought Tyler would be included.
Okay.
Because
pause here.
Okay.
Doug says, no, the second is post-barber. All right, Tyler, which one is current? Give us some clarity here. Do you know on this?
I do not.
Okay. Yeah, give us some clarity here, because to me it seems like this is now. Which one is post barber? Which one is now? Because that will be super important. That will kind of dictate our advice on where it goes.
Fade is post barber.
Oh, okay. So this is post barber. Oh, okay.
All right.
So let me come back. Let me come back to that. Tyler, let it grow, dude. Let it grow. I think this is an untouchable beard. That's not castaway. That's not crazy. I think this is the gold beard. My advice to you is don't touch it. Let it go. I think the cheek line went a little bit too low on the barber here, because you see where these cheek lines are at. Right here, it's much higher, much thicker, man. Let it come back. Let it come back strongly. I thought this was like I was here and then I let it grow out. Yeah, let it grow back, and you'll have no problem growing it back. You will be fine in just a few months because it's not a long beard. But the fade, I think, is a little bit too much here, and the cheek lines are too low.
Yeah. I mean, they're both excellent beards, but I think that it is a more natural thing. And maybe if you were feeling like you were Tom Hanks and Castaway, then start maybe practicing a little heat, a little more, maybe cut that edge or trim it. Don't cut it, but like shape it more. But
No. Go back to this, dude. Look at this profile here. That is a gold beard. And when you have this, I mean, it looks good, but it's not proportional. You got too much body in the front, and it's almost, I mean, and it depends what you would like, of course, as always, but it's almost like you went to a goatee here. When you look at the front, if I saw this beard, I would think that it was almost a goatee. So your advice is the strongest one I could ever give. The thick photo was months before my trim. Yeah, grow, man. Sometimes I say, hey, go with this, think about this, grow the beard back. This is, again, that's a beard that I literally could not find anything on. There's nothing I would give here.
And I know your wife you're saying that she's just kind of, you just have to talk and have a dialogue about it, and work it out. But yeah, I agree with Dan. It's just a more,
it's balanced.
It's a finished. I was going to say, yeah.
That balance is really, really important here. I love it. I like it with man, that's a different person. That's crazy. So I'm going to be, again, full, flat out honest here. I don't like the fade. I don't like the short cut here. There's a gap between the beard and the sideburns. And I think we've recommended fades a few times tonight. I think for you, this is the look right here. A little bit longer with the hair, definitely longer with the beard. And this is what it all comes down to right here. It fits the face better. And I think that's all that matters. The fade usually fits more of like a rounder face, a little bit more fuller. You definitely have a narrow face here. So I would go through and just let this grow and come back to this as your goal to show your barber in the future of, hey, I want to maintain this.
And we've talked about this before. Barbers put hair on the floor to earn their money.
Yep.
There's not, bring your phone in and show them what we're talking about. If that's your opinion, you're absolutely the final, decision maker on this. But I think there's some strong messages coming through that they like the way it was naturally fitting in.
And this, and let me be super, super clear here. This is not a flyaway beard. This is not a puffy beard. This is not a big beard. If you were to see this, I would classify this as a tight beard. This is a beard that's really, really well kept. I mean, this looks great. Look at this profile, man. That's like a beard logo of a company. So yeah, you'll be fine. It's going to grow really, really easily. Sideburns grow back fast. Don't trim. Yeah, absolutely, man. Just, dude,
and to think
grow it.
You came from a place where you're worried about patchiness. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Which is, I'm assuming, before this point.
Right.
He's getting here. He says a few months before the trim. But yeah, to come from somewhere where you thought that you had patchiness to this, dude, you did great. Grow it back. I don't know if I've ever been more firm. That's a different human. That's a different human here. Go back to this, man. You're going to be absolutely doing well. I'm saying shape if it bothers, but again, I think it's a frame of mind. I really do. As the mayor said, have a talk with the wife, break it down. But I don't think that there's I think any tightening you take away from the beard, you take away from the shape. This
Yeah,
was
the squint test, there's a fail. You
Right,
fail the
right.
squint test because there isn't anything.
there's no squint. There's nothing that comes away. Yeah, you squint and then open. Oh, it's the same thing. So yes, dude, you grow it out and you will be fine. You got a great base. That was cool, man. Thank you for sending
Thank
in,
you,
Tyler.
yeah.
That was really unique to see the differences there. Yeah, grow it out, my friend. You got this.
This is Josh. Josh says, "Hey, Dan and Mayor, I've been growing my beard again since March 2020. We hear that a lot. What my beard? Sorry, I got another hot pepper in my. I got the last of my. What my beard is at now is not true growth. I visited the barber multiple times, at least 7 times, and 2 of those times were pretty significant cuts. Due to the barbers where I am at are not very skilled with beards. I'm trying to learn to trim my own, as I think it would benefit me more if I just got down on my own instead of having these mess ups.
Yep.
I'm emailing in for beard advice, for just straight up advice on my beard, as I think it is uneven. I don't want to start playing the back and forth and trim and game and trim too much. And when I'm looking at my beard in the mirror, it looks great. But when I take a straight on picture, it looks uneven. Side note, I think that happens to all of us to some extent.
Yep.
I'm sending you my natural style beard, as well as a blow dried beard that I do every single day due to the fact that I hate how my beard looks and feels without heat. I also think I have a weak mustache, but trying to make the best of it.
Yep.
If I were going to give you a beard goal, it would probably be Scuba's old beard he had 3 years ago. That shape for sure, and maybe same size or bigger.
Okay.
Just depends on where the journey takes me.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
And real quick here, great question, Tyler, who we just had featured. What might cause a dip to appear almost every other day? Just having a beard. Growth patterns. I have a dip, and he says, I addressed the dip twice last week, and it's already coming back. Tyler, it's going to come back every day. I have a dip on my sideburns that are there every day. It's a styling thing that you have to address. Most people on a daily basis. How often are you battling a dip?
Every day. Every day.
So
right here and then right.
If yours is every other day, you're doing fine, my friend. You're actually quite fortunate. And it's just part of it.
You knock it out faster with a little bit of misty water and then the heated brush.
Yep. So yeah, just a growth pattern. All other things can be styling. Other things can be mask. But literally, if you have perfect styling, you do everything the right way, you can still get a dip. It's just natural. All right, Josh. Awesome here. All right, so he wants the scuba beard. I love when the goals match their ability.
Right.
I absolutely love this.
Like they've been thinking about.
Yes, right. They're not throwing some outlandish thing out there and saying, I want this. We've had one recently, the guy that was like real clean and put together, his goal was like almost there. Josh, this is a great goal for you. I can like your growth is the same one that's going on. I mean, it's really, really nice here.
Super cool color.
Yeah, love the color. Love the color. It's like a strawberry blonde almost. So awesome. So what he's just looking for general advice on this, or what were the kind of specifics?
Straight on, he felt there was an unevenness, but wanted to see if it was just kind of him and on his own.
Okay.
And then anything and then growing towards Scuba's.
Okay.
Scuba's 3 years ago.
So I'll kind of start here with unevenness, man. That's going to come with your beard as you grow. I do see a little bit of unevenness here. I do see this side being a little bit longer than this side. Dude, I've gone through phases where it's like that. We had a guy on last week, Rob Acker, great beard. He had unevenness. He messaged me afterwards like, dude, I didn't even know it till you said it. And so it just happens. That's going to be solved by trimming it. I would just take a little bit off right here. It's not much, man. It's not much. But yeah, I mean, if we're just going to be honest, there is a little bit of uneven there. And then, yeah, that I'll hit that one. You go ahead and take the rest there.
You know, I would suggest you were talking about trying to just kind of be able to do it yourself. And I think you're right on track with that.
Yes.
And if you're really hesitant, try that trim with scissors. Get about, $15 worth of scissors on Amazon or some nice scissors. And just go slowly and do a little bit, do the bare minimum and then look at it for a day and then do a little bit more. I think you're right there. When guys are having it, when you've had multiple trips to the barber and you kind of just feel like you're throwing your beard into like a spinning wheel and it could end up good. It could be crazy. It could be whatever. Take it into your own hands. You might as well.
I agree. Every time you do it, you're going to learn and you're going to invest in yourself. And right now would be a perfect time because even when the farther I zoom out, I do see the unevenness a little bit more there. So just consider that. And Josh, you're awesome, by the way, my friend. I always appreciate your comments. He's super positive. He's super active. Just a super cool texture. I would not do anything with heat differently. I love where your beard is at texture-wise. And where was here? I agree with Corey here. If possible, I would grow that mustache out. Now, he may have picked scuba style because scuba keeps a nice tight mustache. So that could be something you're going towards. Again, personal preference, but I would love to see you grow that mustache out.
Something to think about.
Something to think
Put
about.
that in the back pocket and find it later when you're doing the laundry.
Yep. So we both agree. Start trying to trim yourself and even that bad boy out yourself here. And again, guys, said it earlier. Huge shout out to Donald Long. He paid it forward. He's going to sponsor a $25 gift card giveaway to Mingy Jerky.
We should probably do that.
Super pumped for that. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Let's go. I think we got a couple more here. Well, we will, I promise, we will have it within the next 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
That is a promise to you guys here. All right. And anybody that has to go, goodbye, guys. No problem. No worries there at all.
Vance, this is Vance. Vance says, I was featured on Beard Advice Wednesday back in December, and I received some great advice from you and the other bearded brothers. Cool. I started using a boar's hair brush and got a heated brush. You recommended that I come back for additional advice in a couple months. Well, it has been a couple months, and I'm looking for some more advice. The pictures I have attached are side by sides from back in December, 1.5 months of growth, and now 3.5 months. The last picture is before and after a heated brush. So first, what do you think of the process? My goal was to grow at least 6 months. I was wanting to go for kind of a Viking beard look with my growth pattern. Do you think that's realistic?
Yep.
My cheeks and chin are pretty weak, but I think the cheeks are progressing more than the chin. Any advice on that? Would be great. Also, I would also appreciate any recommendation on style, trimming, or anything really.
Okay. Right. And he's here. Welcome on in, Vince. And Josh said that thanks, boys. Pictures are all natural, but heat ones didn't make it into the video. Hey, man, I love the all natural. I would say truly work with that. I think that looks really good. All right. So here's Vance, and he is hoping to go for that Viking style. Okay. So here's our pictures here. So Viking style, what comes to mind for you when you think of a Viking style?
Like maybe a braid or a long red.
Yeah.
Usually, typically, maybe put some beads in it or something like that.
Yeah.
But it is pretty dependent on the chin.
It is. And I don't know. Vance, I don't think anybody will know until we have several more months growing. You're off to a good start. That stash is growing beastly here. A couple of bits of advice. First one, dude, lazy walrus. The reason why I made that video today is there's so many guys that I've wanted to suggest the lazy walrus to, and it's much easier to direct them to a video than try to explain it. 100%, I would go with the lazy walrus here. In your beard, what I would suggest is getting that growth out, right? We got a lot of growth on the sides. The chin is kind of tucking back a little bit. Get that pick going forward. I don't know where Brian's at tonight, but this is the perfect case for a blowout beard. Under beard, you got to get going this year. Boom, pushing it out. There's a good question here by Amaranth. It says, think trim the underbeard. What do you guys think? I got to see it styled first. I gotta see you pushing this beard out to see what's under there, because you may need to trim underneath. Take a little line right here, but I need to see you start to go heat underneath and get everything going away. And I don't know your thoughts on this, Mayor. Several people are throwing this out there: lazy walrus and bald and bearded. Something to consider.
Yeah. And I think obviously it's got
great head shape.
Amazing growth, under beard growth. For your chin, you had asked if there's anything we could say. It's just that I've said this before, but these hairs do have the potential to get very long, and they can kind of fan out and kind of cover some of the gap there. I don't know exactly what that would look like, but once they start sticking out because they're getting a little bit longer, you can't knock them down. You got to keep them up. Let it go. Get through that phase, just to see what that will do. You have great thick growth, and I think there's still a lot of potential there. I wouldn't rule anything out at this point.
Yeah. and you have great head shape. You truly do. I can see the bald and bearded. A lot of people are throwing that out there. A lot of people who are bald and bearded, like look at this beautiful man right here, Eric with an A. Look at that picture, dude. That's a Viking. And there's many Vikings that were bald. So I would consider that. This would be full commitment.
Yeah.
John says, grow the stash down to fill in the sides of the chin. Dude, if you did that's if you're growing to fill in your chin, that means you got to cover all of your lips and then some.
You got to eat though, man.
You got to eat. The Beard Baron, he has that.
Pin that out to the side.
So he literally does a V when he eats. He pins it and then eats. That's not for me. I'm not about that life.
I like eating.
Yes, I like eating way too much. I like kissing my wife.
Yeah.
There's several things. But I got to see it going out, man. My biggest advice for you, please watch the Lazy Walrus video and then watch the blowout beard. We need heat coming from underneath and moving this beard out. If not, then we got to look at a trim because we got to get some beard over here.
And I just want to caution you too. You mentioned your cheek line. There's still
Okay,
could still completely.
He's asking right here. What do you think about the cheek line?
I think it's still gonna fill in.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna
Don't touch it.
It might take a year. You know, It might. You know, that's the thing. But just have patience with that. And the last thing you want to do at any point is trim it back.
Yeah, leave your cheeks alone. I agree with the mayor. They're fine. They're going to come in even more. To be honest, if you didn't point them out, I would never think that your cheeks were a problem. I don't see thinness there. I don't see like a low cheek line. I think your cheeks are perfectly fine. So, yeah, you're doing good. And as the mayor said, it'll continue to fill in as you go through. So you're doing good, my friend. Really, oh, man, I really want to see you training those hairs out. Get that hair, get a Chicago comb number 8, get a round brush, something. I think more so probably Chicago comb, and get that hair going away from you. Blowout beard and lazy walrus. That's really going to help you.
This is Matthew. Matthew says, I've been growing my beard for a year trying to hit my goal. My sides had shaved and started over a year ago. I have not trimmed since I shaved my sides. Why is it taking so long? I need to help to get to my beard's full potential.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We have a couple here for him. All right. So he's going for my buddy Greg Boswell, going for his goal over here. And essentially, he's just asking, why is it taking so long? I need help. I'm going to let you. You want this one? You want this one here, Mayor?
Yeah, let's stay right here.
Okay.
So, you know, you're a perfect example of maintenance trimming, of bringing, you know, your sides are coming in slower than everything else. So you have, you know, bring that bottom, bring that chin. You know, if you do the squint test, you're pretty good with the squint test, but you might just want to even it out because otherwise you're going to get like super long chin while you're waiting for the cheeks to fill in. I think they're going to. It just takes forever. I wouldn't put any heat in there. I would let them naturally curl up as much as you can and to fill in, and then eventually you're going to get that. Your chin underneath it looks like you may have. I can't guess because my hair grows different than everybody else's, but maybe there was like some touch-ups right under here on the chin. Let those go. They're going to connect and bring it down further. But yeah, they just take a while. So I would do a little cleanup as I wait for these guys to get on board and fill in more. And that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's all you can do. That's it as you go through. With this being your goal, did you address the goal?
Not maybe just more how to get there than the journey.
So Matthew, I'm going to be flat out honest here. I don't think this goal is for you. I don't think this is in the cards exactly. I would start to try to find a goal that would match a little bit more. Greg Boswell has in the top 0.5% of beard coverage. His beard is thicker, fuller than mine. His beard has unbelievable genetics and DNA behind it here. Just to be, again, fully flat out honest. And I think that can help you because I think unrealistic expectations are unhealthy. I think that can impact your morale, your self-esteem. So I would adjust your goal. I do not think this is in the cards. However, I think you have a fantastic style. I would highlight this mustache.
Yeah.
If you wanted my true advice and you were just to say, hey, Dan, hit me. What do you think maximizes my beard? I think you go a Van Dyke.
Yep.
Your mustache is a star, my friend.
Bring the sides out of the equation a little bit.
100%.
Give it a try.
I really would go for a Van Dyke. Something to consider there. A Van Dyke is categorized as having a prominent mustache, prominent chin,
Man.
and then everything else is either short or non-existent, and really bringing this in here. I know that this was not the advice you were looking for. It's not the advice you came for. But my friend, a Van Dyke, I think would be unbelievable on you. It would look purposeful. It would look so planned out. You would straight up crush it with a Van Dyke. Absolutely crush it. And yeah, I think you got anything on that? I promised by 10:30.
I like it.
All right, guys. I'm going to throw a link in the description here for our giveaway. We may have one more of jerky as well. Nick, I sent you an email back if you can check it. Hello, Nick. He was planning on doing something as well, and it went to his spam folder. So, Nick, if you check that email out, you'll be good to go here. Guys, this next giveaway is going to be sponsored by Donald Long, who's in the chat right now.
One of our advice guys.
One of our advice guys. So he is absolutely awesome. He did a $25 gift card to Mingy Jerky. Again, our three favorites. Would you agree that we're on the same page for the favorites?
No, totally.
Our three favorites would be Beef Octane, Dearborn Meats. I think that's what it is, right?
Yep.
Dearborn Meats, Dearborn Meats, and then Mingy. For me, if I could only have one for the rest of my life, it would go Mingy. That would be my one. And this one, guys, is for a $25 gift card sponsored by a community member, giving back to you guys. And again, we might have one more. Just waiting to hear back from Nick here. But let's check our winner on this one here, guys. He is awesome. If you win, what do you do, Mayor?
If you win, you're going to reach out to Dan on at Dan_command@yahoo.com or Instagram, Dan C. Bearded.
And what about even immediately? If this is them right now, what do they got to do?
They could
just got to comment.
And say I'm here.
Yep.
And then we know that that's you, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Woohoo! All right. If this is you, please make a comment, and we will get you squared away. The winner is Tom Stetson. Tom Stetson. What's up, Artius, man? We got all the regulars coming in late.
That's all right. They're here. As long as you guys are here,
yes,
we're still holding strong.
You get Saturday detention though, so we'll come back to that.
That's what the Breakfast Club was Saturday detention.
It was Saturdays. All right.
Yep.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, Nick. All right. Have we seen them yet? I have not.
Say here. No,
all right.
Nice one.
Tom, are you here? Because if they are not here, we will re-roll. That is part of the rules. Hey, Tom is here. Right. Congratulations, Tom. All right.
$25 to Mingy.
$25 to Mingy. Please get a hold of me. I have your information just in case anything happens. But please reach out to me. All I need is for you to contact me, and I'm going to get you the gift card. Dude, huge shout out to Donald. $25 gift card here. That is awesome.
Sharing the love.
Yeah, absolutely. Paying it forward. Okay, let me get this one here. And guys, we have, I think, just a couple more of the advice to go through. And this just in, guys. Okay. All right. Awesome. Hey, Nick. No, thank you. Guys, our last giveaway is going to be a $50 gift card to Mingy Jerky.
You just...
Or do we go 225s? 50 is a lot, but
I think
you call it, man.
I think you go 50.
50? All right. So our last one, guys,
is
going to be a $50 gift card to Mingy Jerky. That is super cool. I am super excited for this, guys, to be able to kind of get back to you guys. This one is going to be from Nick H. He actually sponsored the Detroit Grooming gift card last week.
What the heck?
A $50 gift card. He's coming back this week to be able to sponsor the gift card this week.
So everybody say thank you, Nick.
Yeah, and then a lot of guys are already, man. So thank you so much, guys. I messaged Mingy today to tell him like this was happening, and I was like, "What kind of community does this? Like, what? It's mind blowing." And think about how many people in the world don't realize this is even a community.
That's true.
It's so crazy, so crazy. Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Nick, so much, my friend. All right, let's get here. And again, I think we're coming close. Yeah. Okay. Here's John.
This is John.
What's up, John? Bloombeards.
John says, just wanted to see if I could get some guidance on this beard journey I'm on. I've always kind of shaped it this way, so it's all I know. I'm committed to a year for the first time ever, and I wanted to make sure I set a good foundation for what's to come. I've always trimmed up my upper cheek line and neckline while growing it out, but thought about not doing that with the year to see if there's a difference. I'm currently at day 48. Sorry about the under chin wave. I have to wear a mask being in healthcare as well. My goal would be a style similar to Spencer from Live Bearded, but maybe a little longer.
Okay.
I'm open to whatever style you guys think would fit me best. Can't wait to see what you guys suggest and would love to keep you guys updated throughout the year if you want to know.
Yes.
Thanks in advance to everyone. Love this community and how supportive everyone is.
Awesome. And Luis asked, what time is this stream? We had someone else say this is their first night in here. Super cool. Hey, 9 p.m. every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm also live 9 p.m. every Monday. So if you're not there, check that one out. We do giveaways every single Monday. And next week, we got some big stuff for Detroit Grooming. So
next week's going to be, we got all our guys coming back that whole month, hopefully they'll be here.
Yeah, hopefully, right, to see who wins. So that's going to be pretty cool there. All right, so John, awesome, my friend. Had a video call with John yesterday. He's got some big things in order, so I'm excited there. So let's take a look at the full picture here and then kind of give him advice. So this is what John is working with right now. Right now is what he's working with. And Nick said, glad to do something for others, especially during these times.
Yeah,
true. Beautiful, truly. All right, so I love this. I set this up. I was pretty proud of this one. So this is John's previous beard on the left, his current beard on the middle, and his goal is for the Spencer, and he wants advice. What should he do to get to the beard on the right? What should he do if we think it should be adjusted differently? I mean, we got some cool options here. Now, here's the question that pops up for everybody right away. So Ben says, I think that neckline needs a little bit of work. It's right here. So here's the question. This is his goal. Do you touch the neckline on the way to the goal? Or do you ride it out until you get there and then go and clean it up?
A lot going on here. First of all, I want to also put out there the previous beard was amazing. Like that was a great look. I think, you're committed to a year, and it depends on if you're going to, how you interpret the year, whether trimming the neckline would be a big deal or not. That's up to you. But right now it's grow.
Yep.
I wouldn't take any hair away in any way unless you hated it or something.
Right.
So, I think could style into that mustache because, you were almost there before in a way, just needed a little more length there too. So, I love the previous beard. I get what you're going for, kind of like a reset and a restart with the years, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My friend, I'm with Josh, my bearded twin here. No disrespect to Spencer at all. He's got a great mustache, great beard. Read the comment, guys, and I'm going to take it away so you can see it. I like your previous beard better than Spencer's.
It's just thicker. It's just, that's, not everybody can do that.
Right.
And that's what I mean.
And that's my point.
It's a rare bird.
Yep. So what I would do, my friend, is I would clean up the neckline on your way there. You don't need right about here. You can leave this right about now. And if you need to add it later, go later. If you're going for my length, I would say just leave it. You're fine. But I would clean up just a little bit along this right here. And I would go back to your previous beard. Again, no disrespect to Spencer. He's got a grade A, classic, legendary beard. But I do believe that your prior beard is a better look for you than that really, really styled mustache. So I think, the previous beard mustache is fantastic. Jim, I agree. I think you have a killer look there. I think you're more beard baron than you are Spencer. So I'd kill. Yeah, right. Everyone's saying I'd kill for that mustache.
Dapper beard of the sport. I was right there. I was already saying that.
Yep.
I agree.
So I 100%, and I would clean up. So this is my one adjustment I would make, John, is I would clean up the neckline just about here. It almost presents itself really well. You'll be totally fine getting that neck cleaned right there and keep it going, dude.
And the hard thing is when we're talking geared, I think not styled, not trimmed in any way. But that doesn't mean, I don't know. It's hard to give a styling advice on that because if you commit to that year, I respect that totally too. But I guess we kind of just gave them both choices as far as getting back to it. But both ways, whatever you're going for, continue to grow.
Yeah, by styling, because I think in a year, it's just about not trimming.
Oh, I think if a year is a straight up no hair gets trimmed. And
right.
So, but we're saying go back to the other one, and he would, you know, like eventually that would be shaping and getting rid of the neck.
Okay,
you know, that kind of thing.
So yeah, shaping I would use rather than
maybe
styling.
Shaping
Yeah,
that's
styling. I think everybody should style, right? Because that's I think a bad look if you just kind of let it go. So yeah, I would do a little shape in there. Would you still consider that a yeard if you cleaned up the neck?
I think so. I
agree.
do too. If it's not part of the beard, then you're not really taking it away. You don't ever intend it to be part of the body of the beard.
I agree 100%. Awesome.
This is Brian. Brian says, I started growing my beard on October 28, 2020, but always had a goatee. I struggled with flaking and itching until I found your channel and others in the community, and my wife told me to find a wash for my goatee. I trim my mustache and under my ears. Would you recommend that I continue these trims? I'm also thinking about trimming along my cheek line, but I'm not sure if I should. I have damage or denting from wearing a mask. I have some beard friendly masks arriving this week.
Oh, good.
What would be the best way to fix the mask damage? I am looking to grow my beard to shirt collar length, or a little longer, but my wife isn't sold on this. She thinks that a short beard stubble would look best. Any advice that would convince her otherwise would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. We've had a lot of the wives on the fence or against tonight. Hey, Brian, welcome in there. All right, so a little bit of damage, wants to know what he can do there. And guys, I will throw the link to the giveaway in here. Nick is sponsoring a $50 gift card giveaway at the end, so keep that in mind. You guys are amazing. Donald, dude, thank you so much. Nick, thank you so much. You guys are just, it's mine. It's not like, that's a lot of money. That's crazy just to give to somebody else to pay it forward to support the community. All right.
Cool.
So here we got Brian. First off, when you first look at his beard, what hits your mind?
Color.
Color's just
amazing.
Awesome, man.
Yep.
Just absolutely awesome. So Mara, hit him. What you got for the dip, for the beard?
For the dip, first of all, let's not ever call it damage. It's not damage.
Nope.
It's just what it is.
And that's actually a main point in my video that's coming up, and it was kind of an idea from the mayor.
It is what it is. It's called, pandemic. We gotta roll with it, but we're not gonna sacrifice the beard for that. So don't ever think of it as anything but just kind of there's something sitting there pressing on it all day long. So for me, I use heated brush it out, pull it out. You can even use your fingers and pull it out depending on the length and how you're comfortable with it, and also how big the head of the heated brush is. But that would help. I wouldn't straighten any more than you're using. I don't know if it looks like maybe a medium heat, not like a super higher heat that I would have. And I like that look for the texture of that for the vibe that I'm getting from the beard. Other than that, I think amazing density in the underbeard. I like the mustache length. I respect that a lot. You have excellent under the bottom lip coverage. Chin coverage is something that people would pray for at night, because it looks great. So just that little bit, as far as my advice would be, don't sweat that mask dip. It's going to be what it is, and we're going to get through it, and someday we won't have to wear them again. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Heat plus tension equals direction. As the mayor said, your beard's not damaged. It's just trained right now. Now we got to train it the other way. So heated brush, mayor style, absolutely will get the job done if that fits your style and your needs. Other people are suggesting kind of more of my method here, which is the round boar's hair brush and then using a blow dryer on the chin. You're right in that kind of in-between length. On short beards, it's hard to pull off, but you're like right at the spot where I think you could grab enough because you have a super dense beard. It would just come down to trying it. If you have those things, try it. If you have a heated brush, try it. If that doesn't work, go with the other method. But yeah, a couple of people use a hairbrush and to go against the dips with the hair dryer. You have options. All it comes down to is getting heat and direction, or heat and tension in the direction you want to go. And right now, the direction's going in. You got to get it going out. That's all it comes down to. Here's what I would say for your wife is I would just.
Oh yeah, good call.
I would just say, let me go a little longer, and then because you grow past, and then you can trim back, and you can always trim. You truly can trim back if you need to, but you're looking to you can always grow past and come back if you need to. That's way you can do it that way. You can't add it on once you've taken it off, though.
Yep.
I mean, that's common sense. You get that. But what I'm, as you're talking with your wife, and it sounds good. I suggest this for anybody. Have that conversation. Ask your wife. Get her involved and, input. So that they know that it does matter how they feel about how you look.
Yep. So Brian, I'm gonna give you some homework. 2 videos I want you to watch on my channel. Number 1 is the Maird's beard routine. See what he does with the heated brush. If that solves it, if you have a heated brush, you're good to go. Number 2 is look up DNC Bearded Beard Waves and try that method with the round brush. One of those will work for you. I'm just not sure which one, but I know one of them will work. And that's what it's all about, is finding different things and seeing really what works for you. But you got a great beard. You got a great smile. I feel like we'd be friends if we hung out here. Love the texture.
Yeah.
Don't change anything on the side. Love the mustache. You're killing it, man. That's a great beard. I think your wife will get on board. Just show her how much it means to you, how much you enjoy it. That's a fantastic beard. Absolutely fantastic beard.
This is Chris. Chris says I was a recent winner of a giveaway
Woo!
on the channel. I've been growing right at 4 months.
Cool.
First time beard grower. Not happy with how the cheeks are so thin compared to the stash and chin. Need some ideas on where to go from here. Thanks, guys.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Being a beginner beard, winning a giveaway. Love that.
All right.
Great beard. Great beard. So what was he bummed about? The cheeks?
Yeah, like I
And
think
the
the
stash
chin
and
is
chin.
full, the mustache is full, but
Okay.
his cheeks he feels are thin.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right, Chris. So cheeks, he feels like they're thin here. I think it's more so just the color thing. I think your cheeks look fine. I genuinely would not look at that and say like, oh man, those look really thin. That wouldn't cross my mind. Yeah, your mustache is thick. That boy is dense.
And for this length of a beard, your chin is amazing.
Yes.
Great coverage.
Reminds me of yours. Again,
Yeah,
reminds me
I
of
agree.
yours.
I agree.
It really does. So, Chris, here's my advice for you. It's very similar to a couple that we've had already today. If you notice, your line of your beard is starting to go back towards your Adam's apple. You are now getting at a length that is very similar to the mare's, and we need to start pushing it out so it can start coming down more. You either have 2 options. I would trim it shorter so it can stay to the neck. Now this thing's in my way here, but check that middle picture there, and I'm going to highlight it and it's going to come back. But real quick, this density right here, we got to start to get away from the Adam's apple. You got to use that as your backboard. You got to get a round brush. You got to get a pick. You got to get some heat. It's almost the exact same thing that we said in the last one, in a couple of them tonight, or go shorter with it. You can keep a real tight beard, but you're kind of in that in-between phase right now, and I would start to get that hair moving out.
Your next, very simple. You have 2 next steps: to sit back and wait for the underbeard to fill in, to give you that jut, and while you're doing that, the cheeks will fill in even more.
There you go.
Great.
There you go.
And you have some natural talent in beard growth because the chin's amazing, the mustache is amazing. So you're doing great.
Yep. Let it fill in, patience, but also start to get that boy going out. Haircut looks awesome. Love the fade here. Everything looks really, really good there. Yeah, you're doing awesome, man. Just keep it growing. Keep it growing. All right. All right. Another long one, but this was by another wife.
All right. This is about John, sent by Kelly. He's been working on his beard since roughly November. Before year journey, he has always had some sort of facial hair. When we started dating back in 2009, it was a chin strap. The chin strap graduated into a solid beard during some no-shave November years ago. This past summer, he went through some very traumatic health issues that resulted in emergency open heart surgery, blood infection, permanent damage that had to be repaired. A very scary time for us since it was so unexpected, and he is a healthy 35-year-old. He has since made a full recovery. Luckily, myself and our 2 young boys are very blessed to still have him with us. But the surgery and months of IV antibiotics made his beard stringy, dull, and patchy. He shaved it very, very short in November and started to grow out the process. He then started watching beard videos, joined the beard community, and has begun collecting beard products that now fill out closets, bathrooms, drawers, and showers. I love his passion for it all. He has recently gotten a heated brush off of Amazon as well. He has a routine for his wash and rinse days and switches up butters and balms daily. He takes all the vitamins and supplements Dan suggested. You guys can read those. He is proud of his beard, but is always looking for ways he can make it better. I think that this is the best and longest his beard has ever been. It is soft and smells delicious. He makes me smell it constantly. I know he would appreciate some of the feedback and what you guys think. He's been experimenting with styling tools, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time before he's asking us to use my blow dryer.
Yes.
Yeah. He has only ever done trims himself, but always second guesses himself. Any feedback and suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys, and this whole community for giving my husband confidence and a fun new hobby. We watch videos together and never miss a Dancy live. Appreciate everything you guys are doing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Reading that email brought a huge smile to my face, not only because of his health recovery, finding a healthy habit, but also watching the streams. Man, I'm excited. And yes, NF's new album does come out at midnight tonight. So pumped for that. I probably won't be, hopefully I won't be up then, but I probably will.
And I love it from her perspective.
Yes, and she's in here.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Kelly?
All right.
And somebody did point out that's pretty funny that the women are so articulate. Very true. Both of the wives
100%.
had like detailed ones. Steve says that is an amazing wife. Some of the guys we get, and it's not a knock, it's just kind of funny. Some of the guys we get are like, grow beard, advice, help.
No.
No, help.
Weird question mark.
Yeah, literally.
And that's
literally,
the thing is
yeah.
as we know, those of us that are married, anytime you're going to put your wife's name on it, she's going to look at it and it's going to be polished. And that's part of the mystique of this is you can do them. We'll take them either way.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. And yeah, I love that. Sorry, I kind of cut you off on the wife's perspective there. But hey, Rob Acker, better late than never, my friend. Thank you. Look at these comments, Kelly. How cool is that? Molly says Kelly is the GOAT. Molly, you're for sure GOAT status as well.
That's greatest of all time. Not talking about the animal.
Yeah, she's not calling her a GOAT. That's, greatest of all. Thank you for that clarity here.
All right.
All right. So two of our best beards that we've had submitted are the ones sent in by the wives. We, of course, did not want to turn these away. Again, great beards. And this is our last one, by the way. If you guys didn't know, if you're just coming in, we are ending with a $50 Mingy gift card. $50 of beef jerky, your choice there, okay? So here's the advice. I do have something, but I don't know if you want to lead it off, kick it off here, Mayor, for any advice for our friend John.
I know he's been doing this is a super full. He grows a great beard. It does seem like it could use a little bit of a shaping. I don't know. I would do it with scissors if it was me. I like that you're doing the trims yourself. And then, look at the neckline. That could maybe be cleaned up a little bit. You don't want to lose the round like we were talking about earlier, but you could use it could be touched up a bit, I guess.
Yeah. So I agree with the mayor. I got two pieces of advice. One is touching up. John, the only thing that I would touch up is right on this line right here. And I 100% agree with the mayor. Scissors only. Very, very simple right here. Get the scissors right here and clip, 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 clip as we go through. Daniel M., if you catch this, I think you're behind on the stream. Guys, if you want to check, tap the screen if you're on your phone. It'll say the word live. It should have a red dot next to it. If you're on your computer, scroll your mouse over it, hit the red dot to make sure you're live. I have a feeling Daniel M's behind here. Yeah,
25 minutes.
Yep, I agree. But I would go scissors cut right here, my friend. All right, do this one just right here. Ready? Going through. That's going to be an easy one. And then my second bit of advice is literally your wife called it. It is time to start experimenting with a blow dryer. And the only reason why I say that is because of this kind of jetting out of the cheek. It's almost like you go from you go from clean shaven to whoop whoop. Right. And I think that's exactly what it sounds like. I do believe if you look closely, it does whoop whoop, kind of goes out like that. So I would get the
keep like a penny there. Like,
It's like sitting on a shelf.
And that's awesome.
That is cool. And that's how thick it is too.
Yeah, like that's a texture I could never pull off.
If you've ever tried to play the game, it's like Minute to Win It, where you had to put an Oreo on your face and let it guide down. His beard would catch it and it would just drop. You would break a world record. That's a Guinness Book of World Record.
His beard would eat it.
Oh, true.
On the side.
But are you
sustenance?
Are you disqualified?
I don't know.
Or does that count?
When you see a beard on the side eat something, I think I would just give him the win.
Yeah, and that is a thick beard. That's one that you look back at it like that. That's a thick beard here. But I do believe that you need to get a little bit of heat here to kind of taper off this edge. I want to see heat before any trimming on the side right here, right? Because right here, I mean, that's fantastic, super thick. Just get a little bit of scissors here. If you watch my sideburn video that I did, not the one that I had with Matt, but the one where I kind of fold over the hairs and then just, I need your help here. What does it sound like? Right there. And that was the perfect time. One more time, guys, listen carefully. Boom. And that's just going to give you a nice line, but it's not going to take away anything else where you have to like constantly clean up the neck, where you have to constantly do a razor or anything like that. I think you're doing awesome on here. And so a couple people are throwing out going bald and bearded. You could. I kind of like the short hair. I think it kind of looks like I don't want to say like a tough guy, but kind of a tough guy look to it. So I'm fine with the hair on that one, but you definitely have a great shaped head. That's one thing I have going against me is I do not have a good shaped head. And
stop.
I'm not just saying that.
Right.
I was a swimmer. We had to shave our head every year, and it was like a resounding like, whoa, you got a weird head. Like that was from people I loved.
And you said thank you.
I did. Mainly because I have huge ears. I don't know if you guys notice. I'm letting you in on a little secret here. I got big ears, really, really big ears. And he's got normal human ears, got a good round shaped head. So, yep, that would be my advice right here. You're better at it. And then heat on the side. And that would be all I would go with. Aaron, what's your question, my friend? But Kelly, how cool, man. Thank you so much for sending in. That is seriously awesome. Great story. Love. She said that they never miss a live stream.
That's cool. And everybody was on. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just saying, as
everybody that was on tonight and any time in February, your name is in a drawing. Next week is our big drawing for that with Detroit Grooming.
Yep.
It's going to be, I think it's $100. It's over $100 in products.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Yep. And who knows what else can happen.
Yeah, I would have a feeling it's going to be a big show.
We did not plan any of the giveaways tonight. This was literally initiated by community members. Donald, and then also Nick H. Back-to-back weeks, Nick's dropped some giveaway bombs on us.
Yeah.
So awesome. So this next one, guys, we're about to wrap it up right here, is for a $50 Mingy gift card. Literally my favorite jerky. We have a bunch of ones that we love. It's very rare that we find that we find ones that we dislike. Aaron, great question, actually. How can I send in my beard to you guys?
Beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We ask for your mug shot, so left, right, straight, and then an underbeard shot. And then just tell us a little background. For the contest, if you're looking to get in for the drawing for Detroit Grooming, I'll be honest, is anytime we have a wife or a mom, throwing the name in there, we love that story part. You can just tell, like everybody in the chat, it just feels amazing. You could just tell Kelly's love for her husband and all that stuff. And that's what it's all about, because our beard is a lot about who we are too.
Yes.
And when they get it, they get it.
Yes. Justin, thank you, my friend. I am live every Monday at 9 p.m. And I have been throwing in some random Q&A streams on Fridays. Who knows? I sometimes, like, our work week gets done. We teach from home on Fridays. I just like hanging out with the people. You kind of getting like a vibe from teaching. So who knows? I might throw another one Friday. We'll see here. Real quick question. Amarit says, is Detroit Grooming have good butters? Amarit, if you watch my top products of 2020 video, it's my favorite butter of all time. It's my most used butter of all time. They literally invented beard butter. They were the first company to come out with a beard butter. So yes.
It's different than everybody else's.
Yep.
We're not exactly sure why, but it is.
Yep. And to me, it is the best. Yep, it is the best. All right, here's a great question. Then I promise we're getting this giveaway in before 11 o'clock. When we send in, do you want it styled, freshly washed? What?
I want it styled.
Yes, we want it the way you wear it.
Right, so that I know exactly what I'm taking off. Because you have to wear it. Yeah, you have to trim it to where you're gonna wear it out. Your best beard day.
Yep, we want to see it from the way you wear it. That's what's most important to us. Raffle the hat off, Eric. I know you're new here, but you trying to be funny, guy? You see all these hats?
That
here?
Doesn't get back in the case within the next 10 minutes. The alarm's gonna go off.
Eric, you're pushing it, man. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, whoop. It's not going anywhere. All right, guys, friends. Here we go, guys. And I'll throw up our IGs. If you guys can give us a follow, that's always appreciated. I hit 9.4K today.
Getting there.
So I'm almost to my goal of 10K, just simply so I can add the swipe up feature. That's it. That's all I want to do is add videos to my Instagram. That's it. Like, truly, I don't care about the numbers. I really don't care about I care about YouTube numbers, but I don't care about Instagram numbers. I just want to be able to add the swipe up.
So Dancy Beard and Mayor's Beard Journey is me. I'm the mayor, and I'm journeying my beard. And the journey's gone a lot longer than when we picked out that name.
Literally and figuratively. I mean,
yes.
it really is. I don't know if there's any figuratively in there, but like time-wise, length-wise, everything. So super, super cool. We're getting you that 10K. Thank you. Yeah, if you know anybody, just let them know here.
Thank you, Grant. Welcome.
Yep. All right. So here is our winner. Now, they do need to be live. I have not seen this person comment in a while. So if this is you, please throw a comment in there that says something like, hey, it's me. Yay. Woohoo. I won. I'll put my info down scrolling on the bottom so you guys can get a hold of me. But if they're not here, we are going to re-roll. That is the rule. I'm sorry. I know some people have to work in the morning. As I get this ready, Mayor, Rob Acker would like to know, are you going to eventually go long?
I don't know. Maybe. I was. I don't. Just stick around and we'll find out.
Ooh, I like that.
You know,
I like that.
I don't plan on going in. I have no plans to not be involved in beard stuff. So I don't know. And Amaret asked about Manly Scents from Detroit Grooming on the Butters. Black 313, I think is to me is a little bit
Traverse City.
Traverse City's the cherry tobacco. Yeah, so those are what we're throwing out there for you.
Gary, this is the Mingy logo here. And hey, Jason, are you here? Jason, please leave a comment. This is for a $50 Mingy gift card, but we need to be able to have you in the stream real quick. Dabadi says beard barber in the Dallas area. Hit him there. Facebook group. Yes, well, we're waiting.
We do have a beard barber map. We may not be exactly in the Dallas area. Hopefully you have power out there, by the way. I know that's got to be a mess right now.
Oh, and Corktown, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But basically, beard barber map by location. It's on our Facebook group, Commands Corner on Facebook. There's 5,300 people or something like that in our group. Where it's not a group for everyone. We try to be polite and supportive to each other, and we don't. We are very. We are always watching and taking stuff down, unfortunately, for guys that just aren't fitting in. But if you haven't joined, check it out. It's unique. I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's a pretty special place. And it's only good because of the guys that are in there.
Absolutely. Main tube, what's up? Go Blue, baby. All right. I'm going to give Jason a countdown. I haven't seen him in here yet. 3, 2, 1. We're going to just leave it for a second here. Leave it for a second because there's a little bit of a lag. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's gone.
All right. So Jason is not the winner. Hey, if anybody left because they thought it was over, joke's on you. We got another winner here. So if it is you guys, please make sure you leave a comment and say, hey, it's me. I won. And we will see. Okay. I have not seen this person commenting in a second either. So hopefully, and thank you guys. We're over 2 hours and we have still about 200 people. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty cool. All right. Here is our potential next winner, Floyd Vester. Floyd, are you in the building?
And if you know Floyd, text him right now.
Yeah.
If you fell asleep. Have you been asking your kids at school, like, okay, guys, be honest with me. How many minutes before our class starts do you set your alarm for? It's fascinating.
Oh, for at remote days?
Yeah. And they're like going from home. And there are a couple that are like, they said anything but less than 3 minutes. And I can't even be coherent. But like 3 minutes, before we go live on there, Google Meet.
Wow.
I'm like, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. How do you just roll out? Don't even care?
Don't even care.
All right. We're going to do another countdown here, guys. Going to do another countdown. Okay. I was sure somebody told me that the NF came out today. All right. 3, 2, 1. And no Floyd. All right, man. That's crazy. We were perfect so far. And now it comes down to the last one, the biggest one, guys, the biggest one. All right. Yeah, there is a new NF. He announced it today or announced it yesterday that the new album is coming. All right. Another one I have not seen. We might have to change the style, but we'll get this. This is a big giveaway, so hopefully somebody wants to win it here. All right, third time's the charm. Let's hope. Drum roll, please. $50 to our favorite jerky company. We're just trying to give it to somebody. NF is a rapper out of Gladwin, Michigan. An absolutely amazing rapper. Andrew Owens, are you in here tonight? And by tonight, I mean right now. We need you in this one. Okay?
And if you know Andrew.
Yeah.
But we're really,
Hopefully, yeah, because then sometimes they text them and they get here late and they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't get it. All right. Hey, and if you're not entered, we're re-rolling. It's in the description, but I'm gonna throw it in the chat right now in case we have to have another re-roll. All right. Let's see where you are at. All right, where are we at here? Andrew, are you in the building? And we didn't plan on going this long, guys. We had a lot of people, and we don't want to turn away good entries.
No, and
we don't mind. We can sleep later.
People were watching, so we're talking,
Yep.
Plus, with the
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, right.
All right. Sorry, I didn't see him. This is crazy. All right. I feel this one, guys. I absolutely feel this one. Okay. I think this is going to be our guy. Here. Let's repick. And I feel like we're going to see the name and be like, yep, they're in here right now. I think it is. Eric, he started as a Christian rapper. I think he evolved out of that mold. All right. This person entered tonight with the beard advice. I hope they stayed around.
Yeah, they could have jetted.
They could have left after their advice. Oh, I don't think I've ever gone through 4 times, but we will find the winner.
Yeah.
All right. Vance, are you here? Vance, are you here? And guys, don't leave just in case Vance is not here. If we can, I trade the prize for advice of sure. I will take the 50. No, you gotta take the prize. All right, where are we at here? Vance. What do I need to do other than click the link? You'll see. Zach, click the link and you'll find out. It's pretty simple and self-explanatory once you get into the link. All right, Vance. If not, I'm gonna try one more, and then we're going to old school. Then we're bringing it back.
I think we just go old school.
You think so? Right away with it?
It's time.
Okay, but even that has its pitfalls.
It does, but they're here.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. All right, Ben, get ready. Come on.
I'm Lance. Rhymes with Vance.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Lance. I like it.
Desperate.
All right. right. 3, 2, 1. No bueno. All right.
It's kind of cool that all these people came and went and kind of stopped in and for the drawing, but with this amazing, you guys are getting rewarded, the ones that are sticking around the most.
Yep.
So
okay,
we're gonna go old school.
We're going old school, guys. Couple of rules here. I don't like that number. Okay. That's getting changed. All right. Couple of rules here, guys, for the old school. You may only enter once. Here. And for this, you're going to enter a number in a given range that I tell you. You don't know what it is yet. When I say the keyword, which is spelled G-O, you're going to put it, we have it up on the screen. We'll be able to display it and show everybody. It's the first one that shows up on our screen. I originated this method of giveaways. And the key thing is the internet prioritizes your answer over everyone else. So what can be frustrating about it is you may have the right answer. It may show up first on your screen, but that doesn't mean it's first overall because of the internet. So you got to enter, you got to have good luck, and everything's just kind of got to fall into place, okay? Here is our range, you guys, and wait till I say the keyword. Yep. Hit enter and send it once I give you the range. This is the OG way, the original style. I've been doing giveaways for almost 3 years now. Back in my day, we used to do it this way. All right, guys, give us a number. 1 through 35, go. 1 through 35, go. You remember it?
You
got it. Okay. Good luck, everybody. This is for a $50 gift card of Mingy Jerky. Don't make us regret going old style.
I saw it.
You saw it? Okay.
Several times.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. That's good news. Let's see if we can highlight it. And again, guys, it only matters the first one on our screen.
And that's the only way we can do it, guys.
Yep, there it is. All right. See it?
Yep.
Okay. Guys, the correct number, and then we will display the person that won it, is 27. Now, we did have several people that got it. The first one on our screen is the Schmelly Turtle. Schmelly Turtle.
Thank you.
Congratulations, my friend. I know you know how to get a hold of me, but please, Dan C. Bearded on Instagram or Dan_command@yahoo.com. I will get you the gift card information. Guys, this one was by Nick H. The previous one was by Donald. Throw a shout out, throw a congrats, throw a thanks, all the above in there. And if you have not, throw a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed your time here.
Thanks for being with us tonight, guys. What a great, amazing show.
Amazing.
We helped out some beards.
Yep.
We gave some stuff away.
Got some wives involved.
Yes.
That's super cool. Super, super cool. The community gave back. It's just, man, it's just absolutely all around awesome. You guys are fantastic. Hey, keep growing, guys. I don't have any much more to say. Next week's show is going to be a big one. If you can, set a reminder, come back here, and let's enjoy our time together. That's all we got. Knuckles, stay bearded, stay positive.